week's You Know What Dude podcast on riotcast.com.
AIDS. What?
Well, that's not a... I have AIDS, Joe. I have Eazy-E AIDS.
Oh,
Apparently,
wow.
which is...
bad kind.
What? We did all that
Stabbed
testing.
by-
Now I got nothing.
Shut up, I'm fixing it.
Oh, all right.
Apparently, now when they have AIDS in a movie, they just have somebody cough.
AIDS is out now.
Somebody just go, what's wrong? Nothing, then he's dead.
AIDS is out of the pop culture now. It had its time. Now we've moved on. It's gone. There's no AIDS. No AIDS movie.
Somewhere someone's actually making that decision. I bet. Like, there's a journalist. Like, I got a story on AIDS, and they're like,
No, we're
AIDS, no one
done.
wants
It's out.
AIDS.
Well,
LA is not interested in AIDS anymore.
Patrice had that great line where he said, they're going to do behind the music on AIDS. Hang on one second. I fucked up again. Hang on. Boom. Hang on. And bang. Yes. And back. And we're back. Hi. That's
Did we lose all that AIDS
No,
stuff?
nothing.
Oh,
We got
okay.
all
That was
AIDS.
gold.
Because I want to be the group that's doing AIDS. Everybody else quit AIDS a while ago.
Have you seen the Straight Outta Compton movie?
Is that about AIDS?
No, well, yeah. Actually,
Eazy-E, definitely.
it is about AIDS. It's about, and it's funny that the movie's fantastic. By the way, it's fucking great. It's a good movie, even if it wasn't real. You'd be like, oh, this is a great fucking movie. The rise, they individually, almost like a spaghetti western, introduce each fucking character at the beginning, which
It's
is
a
cool.
fried chicken western.
And
Thank you.
wow, that was a fucking great one. It's just fucking, it's unbelievable. But Eazy-E in the movie. Do you know the story about NWA?
Yeah, he used to be my homie. He used to be my ace. But now I want to slap the taste right out his mouth.
Bow down to the row.
Fans really love when I quote rap lyrics because I think they don't expect it. So they really seem to enjoy it. I
I
get a
don't
lot of
expect
tweets.
it. I like it too.
I haven't seen the movie, but the actual story, like I've seen like every documentary made about it. It's the most fascinating story ever. Like Suge Knight and from NWA to Death Row is I think the coolest story.
Well, the Eazy-E and then the Jewish manager Jerry
Heller,
yeah,
Mhm.
and he it's fucking crazy.
The Giamatti that does the
Giamatti plays him, and he plays him fucking. I mean, he's what does he play that's not good?
Dude, my
Giamatti.
my little brother saw the movie, and he said he saw it with his one friend, and they were the only two white people in the theater.
Yeah.
And my little brother's like a few years younger than me.
Yeah.
And he said it was just really uncomfortable the whole time. Like every time he was on there, it was just like a bunch of thuggy black dudes like, fuck that cracker, like kill that motherfucker.
Oh, really?
And they're just sitting there like.
Well, all right,
So-
let's go around the room real quick. We have my baby boy, my son, my little adopted boy.
Hi, Papa.
This is your boy. He's gotten big. buddy.
No, that's not Maximus. That's my adopted Greek baby.
That's right.
From
right
Baltimore.
Here. Hello,
Uh,
everyone.
We have Stavros is back in the house, and you moved here.
I just moved. Yep.
You just
Welcome
got
to the
here.
city.
Welcome
Yeah,
to New
a
York
week
City.
ago. Thank you. If
This
anyone
is
has
a
an
big-
apartment in Astoria, I'd like to
Well,
have
that's unique.
it. Yeah.
This is a big credit for a new guy to New York. You know
Thank
what,
you.
dude? Podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. This podcast went out with AIDS.
Put the mic up. See how the other people use the mic?
I'm sorry. I don't.
I know you're a hipster with fucking
Well,
glasses.
I wouldn't say that.
All right.
How do I
How'd
sound?
you get that scar on your arm? What are you cooking again?
Just a mosquito bite.
That's a mosquito bite?
Yeah, I have a.
From what do you have? A fucking time machine?
Yeah, it's a cholera. I got it from river mosquitoes. No, I don't know. I just pick my mosquito. It's not an interesting
You
story.
pick your mosquito bite.
I can't help it. I chew my fingernails.
I think psychopath is the word you're looking for.
I'm an insane person. I skin squirrels alive.
What? No. Why do you pick your? Why do you pick your?
I don't. There's
It's
no.
fun.
It's a pathological thing. I have no control
Fat
over
people shouldn't fuck with their skin.
it. That's true. It's all I got. I have very soft skin. Otherwise.
Yeah,
but
there's
I'm
no
ruining
need,
it.
Yeah, people are looking at you anyways, and they don't
I
want to
know.
see boils that you've created.
I go long sleeves. The summer's brutal for me.
Let
What
me
can
see
I
it
say?
again. Let me
You
see
wanna
that.
see?
I want to see your awful
All
forearm.
right, there we go.
Wow, dude. Are
I
you sure
know,
you
it's
don't have
tough.
AIDS?
I do have AIDS. I was
You have
just
the
Bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back. Of course, we got Joe, the Truth List.
Hi, Bob.
My good friend and one of the regulars on the show here.
Yeah.
You're back.
I'm back, and T-shirts are still sold out. Everybody.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is what happens. Every time we do this, right after the show, you fucking leave.
I'm like Batman, baby. Hey, has anyone ever done this as a sketch? I had this idea today. It's probably been done. I think this would be the funniest thing ever. You need like the real bat suit, though. A bat suit where Batman pops smoke, right? And he disappears. But then the smoke slowly starts to clear and you just see him jogging down the street. Has that ever been done? How fucking funny would that be? Batman pops smoke and you just see him like scuttling down the street.
I think they
'Cause he
did do that in the
disappears.
movie.
What do you mean?
They have done that. I think in a cartoon, like there was a superhero who threw smoke.
It's gotta be just him
Oh, you know
down
who
the
did
street
that?
looking over his shoulder.
I know who
jogging.
did that. I know who did that.
Pete Holmes?
No.
Did Pete Holmes do it? Because he had a Batman thing.
Stop. Was that
That was
you?
me.
Who was that? You?
I'm still trying
You
to just
fucking
I'm
stop hitting the
sorry.
table
All
until
right.
we work these wires out.
Okay.
All right. You know what movie they did that? The Magic movie with Steve Carell.
Magic Mike.
No, that's not,
Burt
not
Wonderstone.
even. Yeah,
Isn't it?
Magic
yeah,
Mike
yeah,
2.
Burt Wonderstone.
Magic Johnson.
No,
AIDS.
we're gonna get back to AIDS. But he, in that movie, the old magician, he's on his deathbed, and then he throws a thing of smoke, and he disappears. But they're like, oh God! But she's like, he's under the bed. He's like, I know. And they just cut, and he's just trying to
That's
I have
kinda
I
similar,
have no word.
but-
I almost said scuffle.
I like Scuffle.
Like, I don't even know what word I was trying to get.
Scuttle?
Rory
What
Scuttle.
is
Go with
the-
it.
When you go under a bed, scurry.
Scurry.
Under the bed.
Like a
Thank
mouse.
you.
No
My
problem.
son.
See,
No
that's
problem,
similar,
Dad.
but Batman running down the street, I think,
You
is
did that
funny.
to unsuspecting people on the street. That'd be funny if you just had flash cuts of
Yeah.
like, just random strangers that you did it in front of, like, and then ran away.
That romantic soft voice, wherever I've never heard before, but it's soothing. I almost just let him talk forever.
I would recommend.
Your name is Jared.
Yes.
And oh,
Fogel.
what was
See,
that?
look, the lights came on.
What are you doing?
It wasn't on.
All right, dim it. It's too much.
Oh boy.
Sorry
Sorry about that, Jared.
What's Jared? What?
Freed.
Freed.
Yeah.
As in the slaves.
Freed the slaves. I said that once to a black comic to bring me up to stage. He was like,
Really?
how do I say your last name? And I was like, Freed. And he goes, Free? And I was like, no, freed, like freed the slaves. And he just looked at me like I just said the most offensive thing.
Well, you did.
Why? It's a word association.
Not to us.
Now, because straight white men have trouble saying anything now and getting away with it because we're the devil. But you, particularly, you're very tan and handsome.
Well, that's
Yeah.
You have a collared shirt, so you're
Yeah.
you're extra
You're welcome.
devil.
Your
I had
5
to-
o'clock
yeah.
shadow is just
I
perfect.
had to up it for this room.
Yeah,
you know? I had
yeah.
to make you guys look good.
See,
You
I'm
really-
a
you really-
nerd.
Did you just get off of Cape Cod?
Yeah, I was on a Cape, on a little trip to Nantucket.
You're
Came
the
back.
You're
Gotta
the
look
first-
good, man.
You're the first comic to take a ferry to this podcast.
Jared looks like he
Sailed over on my schooner.
Jared hits on girls by trying to work on their golf string. their golf swing with the
You
left
touch
hand,
their
baby.
arms
Yeah.
just to get them going.
Where are
Jared
you from, brother?
I'm from Boston. I'm
No
from outside. I'm
shit.
from Needham.
Oh, Needham.
Yeah.
All right. There's so many funny names. Needham.
Needham.
Oh, what are you? Where you from?
I think that's a Steve Sweeney joke.
I got nothing. I got nothing today.
You couldn't find one example of
find-
Needham.
I almost said Scully. Scurried. From Needham. That's rich, right? That's an expensive
I mean,
town.
now it is.
Back then?
You know, back then
Well,
maybe
you look-
half and half. I have
you
a
look-
rich look, I think.
You look Boston middle class.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I
that's
mean?
probably true.
Where you probably golf a little,
I'm not good. My brother can
but
play.
you do golf.
Yeah.
Right.
Just that you know that what you are at golf.
Yeah, that means I golf.
Yeah.
Means you golf.
I know that I'm middle class enough to know that if I was subletting an apartment, I wasn't gonna let the Boyle kid stay there. That's all I kept thinking. I was like, oh,
Baltimore.
Scrat, this is a horrible advertisement you just did. Yeah, he picks it as scars. Come stay at my place.
Did you let that Greek fat kid sublet you?
Yeah.
Jared, don't let him in. He's got boils.
You sound. That's what my
Jared's,
mom is like.
there's
you
still
know?
racist against Greeks
Yeah.
wherever Jared's from.
Well, that's the thing. That's why the Compton movie. I love the Giamatti character because that's the Jewish guy that teams up with the black guys. Like that makes
Are
us
you
feel
Jewish?
cool. Yeah.
I'm a
Okay,
Jew.
Hang on one second.
They wouldn't
Can-
be there
Oh, you're a
without
Jew
us.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, can
Yeah,
you guys?
don't
Jew
you feel
over here.
cool?
Can you
when-
guys both leave?
Yeah,
No, I didn't know. I thought you were
Two
Italian.
dark Jews.
He looks very Italian, though.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought you were Italian.
Yeah, I
You-
get that Greek or Italian. I get both.
Yeah,
of them. Not
but
that Greek, but like you know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So you're like exotic Jew.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you get like
I got-
tan and
I can I
Yeah.
can sneak in.
And
You
one
know?
of the
you're
rare.
like somebody You have like Arabian in you or something.
I got a little. I think it's Ashkenazi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something.
that's,
like he's fucking, German.
Straight Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
I
Russian,
usually
it
get.
looks
I think
like.
it's just because I'm sitting next to
Yeah,
Jared.
Russian.
I usually get people say I'm like very kind of like what you're saying about him, like
Dude,
undercover Jew.
if
But
I-
yeah, no, he's more than me.
Oh my God, dude, he's a prince. You're not even you're a rat. You're one of the guys that
I'm
come
at
up to him and go, your sister has been telling secrets to the Egyptians.
This is interesting because you're two of the attractive Jews.
Well,
I appreciate that. Thank
Dave,
you. I mean,
no
I'll take it.
offense. You're
Nah, I think Jared's got me beat.
No,
Like,
I
Jared's
really-
got more of the like that college pussy getting thing. I get like more of like the sad
You look
single
like the
mom
you-
game, but I clean up. I clean
Here's
up
the
on
deal.
that sad single mom.
You look like the guy. You look like the older brother that almost fucking won the title, but then got a heroin addict addiction.
I look like
now you just train him.
Lo-
You know
I
what
tell
mean?
Jared about like how my pussy days. Like, it was all Nirvana and Harry Muffs back then.
Well, welcome to the show,
Thanks
brother.
for having me, man.
And then, of course, we have Dave Smith,
Hi.
who is from Legion of Skanks.
I'm blown away by your new studio, by the way.
It's beautiful.
Excellent.
Isn't
Beautiful.
it nice?
Yes.
Yeah. And how's Legion of Skanks going?
Doing very good, man.
Yeah.
Premier's got his new studio open. You've seen. And
Yeah, it's
So we're
beautiful.
doing that. That's,
That's
cool
beautiful,
too.
too.
Everyone's getting new studios.
I mean, not as beautiful as this.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw a lot of people tweeting at us, kinda
Really?
being like, "Oh, look how good Bobby's new studio looks."
Well, I think
So-
all you guys have to do is kind of get some shit in there. It's a little sparse.
I think it's a work in progress.
I mean,
still.
listen,
they just added the new desk piece. You see that?
Here's the thing: under the hood, his studio's fucking Mercedes.
Yeah.
And we're like Honda Pilot, I would say.
You're
Good
jiggling
car.
cords in the back.
Yeah,
we
we're-
we look like a Benz though.
Yeah,
You guys got
we,
rims?
We got rims. And we
Oh,
got
yeah.
we
Got
got
some spoilers.
Yeah, we got a fucking DVD player put in the dash.
Well, listen,
Deepu's on a bicycle powering this whole fucking thing.
yeah, I was gonna
Don't
say.
hit your chair.
By the
No
way,
movement.
wherever that analogy is going, a bicycle there. Every Tuesday we do the Creek in the Cave, so that's like a unicycle with a flat tire. That's how we do.
You go back to your roots.
Yeah, but that's what keeps us grounded. By the way, that's one of my favorite places because it's just like
one of my
grimy.
favorite
in a
movies.
Let me
basement
tell you
and-
something. The Creek in the Cave is one of the fucking coolest places
By far.
in New York to do comedy because they're all about creativity. She
Mm-hmm.
is all about being creative, all about fucking. I mean,
Couldn't agree more.
say what you will, if you're a fan of her or not. I don't give a shit. But she is fucking. That whole place is about creativity
I
and
don't
good
know.
tacos.
I mean, you walk in there and white dude central walk in there, you get a little arms crossed towards
I don't
you.
know, man.
well,
Yeah.
hey, that's the Boston in you.
Well,
dude.
I just think you walk in there and there's a little bit of a toot if you look a certain way.
You do
Yeah,
look
but
like
you're not
I feel the
famous
same
enough.
way.
I'm famous.
you're
so
gonna get
no, I'm joking.
yeah, you're gonna get your dick sucked when you walk
No,
in.
no,
you know,
no,
it's gonna
no,
be great.
dude, I get the same shit. I feel you. There's
Yeah.
always, dude. There's always that in any club, but you got to kind of, pop above that a little bit, and get your opportunities. But
I
feel
wasn't
you.
one. I wasn't a guy who came up in that scene at all, and so we just like brought Legion of Skanks there a couple years ago. And I never really worked that club before
Yeah.
then. But it's like they like Rebecca, I think is incredible. She embraced us so much once we were. I do think it's a thing where they are a little bit insiders, but once you kind of like get in there, it's like I remember like Ted works out his hour there.
Yep. I've done
Colin
it.
worked out his one man show
I worked
there.
out She let me do the week at the Creek, and I did. I got my, and then of course we fucking pulled out of the deal and then waited a year. But
But still, she's there for if you want to do that.
But
That's,
she, there was comics there who actually, sat and watched it, even though, I think that she gave him a free taco. There was one kid there just eating, going ha ha every couple minutes. Like he was
That's how he
paid by.
paid for the
That's
taco.
how Scopo got the gig.
But well, that's good, man. I'm glad Legion of Skanks and you found a home on, and that's a great network. I mean,
yeah, it's really
Comedies
cool.
Network.
It's cool what he's doing, and
Yeah.
we're real happy to be there. Yeah.
Of course, we got Chris Scopo to my right,
Hey, what's up?
who.
Mr. Charisma.
yeah. What the fuck?
I thought you were gonna keep going with that. That's why.
No, I mean, I would. I want to stay with you, but you got nothing.
You were talking. Then
Dude,
there
you
was
know what
it.
you're like? You're like a piece of spinach in a lettuce.
in a lettuce.
In a salad. I don't eat salads a lot, so I don't.
Spinach is better than
Gonna
lettuce.
scuffle out of that one.
I want to say something. Hang on a second. Here's the deal. I'm a little off today. I woke up very early this morning, and I went bass fishing.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
A friend of mine.
What'd you catch?
Huh? Bass.
How many?
Dumb.
A salmon.
Dumb.
How many?
I've never wanted to add a bigger B in dumb. Nothing. All right. All right. Whatever.
Not sure I get it.
It didn't work. Give me the bandana.
Dumba?
Where's the bandana?
It's wrapped around Stavros' mic like Like something that gets wrapped. I caught it. Now you gave it to me. I was killing it. I had the fried chicken thing. No, that's not mine. That's his.
No, fuck you.
I had a flat tire. That's different.
Don't throw this too hard. We're gonna fucking shut the show down.
Stav was wiping down his bug bites with it.
His bed bug.
Yeah.
He's got bed bugs.
got bed
Can you
bugs.
catch mosquito bites?
Dude, he's
can.
got them all over his arm. I think he has them in like a container and lets them loose in his room late at
That's
night.
my fetish.
That really
Sleeping
is
under
funny.
the stage of the creek.
That might be the shortest amount of time that people stopped considering you for. You're like, I really need a apartment if anyone has one. I picked my mosquito bites. You're like, what? Whoa, you really cock-blocked yourself. I'm just repeating what Jared said 5 minutes ago, but with more.
I'm a
I
great
did.
person though. Please give me an
He
apartment.
really is a
I can
great
afford
person.
$350 a month.
Put the mic up.
I don't know how to. Is this not?
Is it not working?
It's not.
Well, you got to move your chair. Use the hydraulics in your chair to bring up the
Uh-huh.
chair.
No,
This-
just
Yeah, your
there,
chair's
right
lower
there,
than my
just
chair, I
right
think.
there. That's all you gotta
Alright,
do.
we
Talk
good?
into the microphone. That's all I want you to do.
I'm talking.
There you go.
But then it's gonna
That's
go
it.
limp
This
again.
is like a Big Brother program relationship you guys have. This is
What I've learned. Okay.
Where'd you
Okay.
find
I
him?
am a fucking short-tempered asshole surrounded by dumb people.
Well, hold on.
You're just getting that now.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, spinach and a lettuce. What are we doing?
Look, I'm not talking fucking school smart. Go you've been pulling that on me lately with the chess. We played chess
That's
with
right.
friends with chess, and you're pulling like you went to college. Who gives a fuck?
I did.
You just
Yeah.
went lower. Your
Every
chair
time
went
I'm
lower.
about to beat Bobby, he always quits. Every
No,
time
what
we play
I
chess.
actually threatened him.
He did.
He was in Baltimore. He was about to. He fucking snuck a checkmate. He let me think I was moving these pieces. I was on my way to checkmating this guy, and he was setting me up. This fucking college
Felt
grad,
great.
fat Greek kid, and he checkmated me. In the next move, I saw it. I was like, "You motherfucker!" He was. I go, "Here's the decision you make."
He literally.
Wait, hold on. Tell the full story. He offered you a draw,
no,
Yeah.
and then
No.
you.
They say
No.
chess stories are almost as good as fantasy football stories. So
he goes.
Yeah, or fishing stories.
Yeah.
We'll get back to AIDS. He goes, I said, you have a choice to make, and this is a career choice. Now you can move to New York. I'll have you on my show all the time. I'll take you on gigs with me. I have a bunch of shows coming up. I'd love for you to middle, or you can checkmate me. And I said, you make a choice. And he forfeited.
Oh, I just don't know what happened with the
made
app.
the
It's
right
just
one.
Fucked up. Yeah.
I was kidding. You fucking idiot.
No, I actually went to Japan the next day, so I didn't have.
No, you're absolutely
service.
right. If you fucking checkmated me, you wouldn't be here right now. But back to my fishing story. Thanks for bringing us back on track, Joe.
No problem.
I did. I woke up. The guy who runs. The guy who runs the cigar bar that I'm a member of, Yuri, who is a fucking great guy. Does anybody smoke cigars?
I smoke cigars.
Yes.
You do too?
Here and there.
Are in there? Okay. Well, he's an unbelievable guy. He has this new thing called Good Stick, Good Stick. It's a new company where they review cigars on Instagram, and they have paraffin merch and shit like that, T-shirts, and they're coming out with a bunch of cool shit. But he said, "Why don't you come fishing?" And it's one of those things in life where you're like, fuck that, and you immediately come up with an excuse because we as comics. We have our days. We wake up, we do our thing, we have our coffee, we get our food, go to the gym, write something, watch TV, whatever the fuck you do, and then we go out, do podcasts, and then go shower and do sets, and then we fucking hang out, have fun, and go to bed.
And you're in for the day.
Yeah, it's like we have our thing.
Yeah.
But it's like I found later in life that you need to experience more than just that fucking day in and day out
You got to do other
comic
stuff.
thing.
Keep yourself occupied.
Because you go out and all of a sudden I found 10 minutes from my house is this beautiful lake with hiking paths that I didn't even know existed. That I could bring my wife and my kid and we can go hike, and I caught 7 fucking bass.
Oh, nice.
7.
7.
Did you keep them?
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm a fucking lip herder. You know that.
A lip
I don't.
herder?
I hurt fish's lips and I put them back.
Oh.
I don't keep fish.
Why
don't you wanna
look at you got the lingo in one day?
That's so
No,
humane of
I'm
you.
I'm a big angler.
Oh, really?
big
This
fly
is-
fisherman.
okay.
Yeah.
You
So,
shouldn't
like-
hurt lips because you have the best lips. Jared, you ever see Bobby's lips? Look at those.
Looking good.
Yeah, they are good. They
Yeah.
go great with that 5 o'clock shadow.
Right, yeah,
face.
I can.
Yeah, we could mix and
I
match.
can teach you something about this.
Oh, if we
you
could
know?
mix and
We
match.
could
this-
take
Ah.
Jared's everything and your lips. And then the rest of us would sit out.
Yeah, listen, it's a
I've
good
got
idea,
great,
man.
I've got great calves.
You got bad forearms.
Yeah.
But they're all filled with mosquito bites.
Calves are pristine.
Yeah.
Calves are
big
great
calves?
till the mosquitoes get to them.
Pretty big
You gotta-
calves.
See your calves.
I don't like Stavros' fat guy dirty knuckles too.
Deepu, what are you offering
Not
over
that
there?
dirty.
I got great hair, or so I thought.
You got-
Deepu, let me
Oh,
see.
third best hair in the room at best.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I gotta-
Deepu, your hair's not that good.
got a fuzzy ass. Anyone want that?
You do. I seen it. I saw your ass crack the other night
Nice
when you were
fuzzy
hanging
ass?
It was
something.
on Snapchat.
Has it?
That was fun, right?
No, I didn't see it. You took your ass out on Snapchat?
Yes, I did.
I did not see that. I would like to see that for some weird reason. Is it yellow?
A little. Like I have gout. It has that kind of tone to it.
Ass gout.
I want to throw up.
It sounds like everyone gets fucked
This
in this
is-
podcast.
now after the hair, you went to this as your next best thing. Was your gout ass? Like that's where.
I don't have a lot to offer.
And you know the hue?
Jeez.
Why did I know that?
Yeah.
I just randomly
Public
guessed
information.
It. I would take Scopo's hair. I don't know what Jared's hair looks
That
like.
hair is so overrated.
It's fucking.
I would take Jared's hair. Wow, that does
look
that
at
does
that.
a
Really?
lot.
Fucking me.
Make sure everyone
Really?
knows.
Dude, way better. Look at
Just
that.
Make sure I wore
Joe,
the
you got a
hat.
big forehead, Joe.
I would.
I gotta make sure.
Big forehead. I think it's
Yeah,
receding.
you-
We're not talking about the forehead. We're talking about the hair.
Yeah,
Buddy,
it's
you have
receding.
you do. You have Three's Company forehead.
The forehead and hair are separate.
Your
We're building
forehead has
a,
an elbow.
We're
Yeah.
building a body here. The hair is
I
separate
don't
from the
want
forehead.
I don't want your hair or the forehead. I want Jared's hair and
Who
his
brought
forehead.
up forehead? I'm not. I know I got a bad
Look at
forehead.
the
We're
side
talking
of the
hair.
forehead. Yeah.
Buddy,
We're gonna
you-
take a Jew's hair. No offense to a race, but of
Sounds like we're
races.
making a magic potion. A Jew's hair.
Listen, first of all, don't put that hat back
Oh,
on.
sorry. This is
I would
Keep
take
that hat off and
I'm
maybe
gonna-
lose the shirt.
But good-looking in comedy is not a good-looking guy. That's the
Well,
thing.
can I say something?
Yeah.
When I walked up tonight, out front, you up front, and you said, "Oh, I'm on the show."
Yeah.
I was like, "Really?" Because you are a good-looking guy. You don't. You
I
don't
felt
look-
it from you.
You don't look like it. Well, I had to go do something, and you were
Yeah.
like, you were kind of following. Like, do I go with you? And I was like, no, go with you. But you are a really good-looking guy. That must fuck with you a little bit doing comedy, right?
I lost a lot of weight at
Oh,
a
you were
certain age.
fat.
I was a fat guy. I still consider myself like
There's
I
always
still
something
deal
like
with
that, by the way.
Yeah, it's
I
always
just had that
something.
because I've like seen Jared's. Jared's funny, so it's like when you're funny, I always go like if he was good looking and he sucked, I go like maybe he was just always good looking.
Right.
When you're good looking, funny, I go maybe he got beat up a lot.
So
maybe he was
has a-
fat. Like,
yeah,
there's
he-
always something.
That's how I am. For me, it's small dick.
Yeah.
Good-looking guy, but small dick. That's why I'm.
I'd rather be fat.
And small mouth. You have to grow a beard and a mustache so we can see where your mouth is.
I didn't even notice that.
His mouth. I would definitely take his hair. I would take his whole face. Dave, from you.
Got to be his dick.
I
Come
would,
on, man,
no.
something.
Do you have a big dick?
It's all right.
Jared, you got a big piece?
I'm okay. I'm like a
All right,
strong medium.
I'll take your dick.
Thanks, dude.
Joe.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm-
dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking my dick.
You got it, brother.
I like Dave's body. Just
No,
because,
I would not. I would take your body
No,
over
dude,
his.
your body's
but
way
his,
better.
his-
Oh, you have to be that outraged, Ryan. I
I'm
mean, like, I'm
seeing
not
his
saying it's
shirt.
gonna be
Look
like.
I'll take my shirt off right now.
This is an eatable body. Like you can eat. You can
Oh,
like
yeah, I
put
can eat
on
whatever I
weight.
want.
Like
Oh,
if
I
I
see.
put on, if I have one pizza, like the day is wrong.
Yeah,
I'd be
but
like,
here's the deal with his body. It's just too. It's on the verge of collapse.
it's a crack addict
Yeah.
body.
It's like, like my emotional state.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know if he's gonna get healthier or worse.
Mr. Glass.
Yeah. I mean, Joe.
I have a this could go one of two ways body.
You're
I
10
would-
pounds away from being sick.
I'll tell you this. I'd actually take Joe's body.
I got
Joe's
a
body.
terrific body. I've been working out quite a bit.
Settle
Joe
down.
has an under the radar good body though. I've seen like Joe when
Yeah.
he's working out with the shirt off or just like in bed.
Ooh,
Joe,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
look
look
at
at
those guns.
Yeah, it's only
Son.
that head is attached to it.
If you don't,
What do you mean?
forget.
How so?
No, Joe, I think you have an underrated look.
Oh,
I
thanks,
think the
buddy.
whole thing is underrated.
I
even-
appreciate
I
it.
noticed your hair just now,
First-
and it is good hair.
All right,
Great
now-
hair.
all
I
right,
got bad teeth.
I would never take your teeth. I would take your teeth and step on them.
I would take him to the dentist. That should have been somebody's, but you guys aren't good enough, so I have to step in and get your zings. You'd take him and step on him? How did you not see? I'd take him to the dentist. I'd take
'Cause I'm
my
a-
act.
first
How
of
about
all-
that?
First of all, I'm a different comic than you. You're a fucking, since you've been on, whatchamacallit, you've been very clean. Last
Clean?
comic standing, yeah.
I got a new kids coming in their own underwear joke. It's killing.
What?
Yeah, it's really killing. I got a joke about 13-year-old cum.
Nice.
Oh,
Which
that's
is my
great.
favorite kind of cum, by the
Can't
way.
wait to
Fresh.
name your next album that. I would
13-year-old
Stavros. You know what I would take from Stav?
Come on.
Let me see. I
Oh,
don't-
good teeth. Very nice
Nah, I
teeth.
don't
Yeah,
like-
for you.
Yeah, not for us.
Yeah.
Those fucking.
We're talking
wretched-
normal teeth here. Come on.
Fuck
You already
off.
have everything Stav has.
I actually like Stav's eye. Like the glasses
you.
fit him well. The eyes. If we could just get rid of everything but his eyes.
Oh, come on. I've got great thighs.
I've just fucking thighs.
I got
are
better
atrocious.
thighs.
I have
than you.
very
Yeah, good.
powerful.
I got
I have a
better.
very powerful
You-
lower
you have
body.
No, I got my
Big
lower
legs
body's
for a
the
black
best.
woman.
Yeah, I do
We're
exactly.
see, you guys are mixing and matching. You're saying you have better thighs. We're trying to get laid here. You have
Yeah.
good thighs
I got
for
a fat
fucking
ass
lifting
and a-
cinder blocks.
Yeah.
We're trying to fuck some girls.
Girls like the big ass.
Girls do like the big ass, man.
What?
Yeah,
They
look-
do.
Has anybody
man.
ever put a finger in your ass, Scopo?
Of course, yeah.
How long was that finger? Fuck it. Of course it fucking died again trying to synchronize.
Do we lose everything?
No, because we have
2
we have it
backups.
over here. We have 2 backups.
Indian
over
guy takes care of it, baby.
here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Indian guy. We have always 2 backups. It's back on track, by the way. So, anyways, back to the Eazy-E thing. I just want to get back there. Let me just eliminate this all. I would just take Jared everything.
Yeah, this game would be a lot more fun
Yeah.
if Jared wasn't here.
Oh my God,
It would be a
fun.
thing.
It'd be actually harder.
Yeah, we'd have a segment.
You're making me blush. I appreciate it, but I mean, I just think comic good looking is not a real good. Like I go tell my friends, I'm like, yeah, I'm in that like good looking. I'll lose myself.
Yeah, no, it
for
sucks,
a second,
man.
and they're like, "What the
Just
fuck
really
are you
hard.
talking about, you six?"
Really
You
tough
know,
to be
like-
funny on good
Oh, you-
looking. I know.
You
You-
poor
No,
guy.
No,
struggle
but
with
like
that.
your buddies, like I'm not to them. You know.
I know, like Tosh and Jezelnik, those guys don't get any
Yeah.
work at all, ever.
Jesselneck is
No one will
not
book them.
Dane Cook, Gary Gulman, they're really struggling, these guys.
little Kev. Is Jesselneck considered good looking?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
I
like a
think so.
hot guy. He's like a really hot guy.
Is he?
Yeah,
Relax, Joe.
I should take it easy.
What about who's the guy?
Mulaney's good looking.
Mulaney.
Mulaney's good looking.
Mulaney's
He's
fucking
adorable.
shit out of
He's
Mulaney.
bigger than I
Oh.
thought he'd be.
Mulaney.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
he's
his
taller.
penis.
Yeah,
Much
taller,
bigger,
but he's
yeah.
petite.
But yeah.
Yeah. Out of all the comic guys, who would you fuck?
When I was, just kind of a quick side note.
Sure.
When we were putting the podcast together here, I thought this was gonna be the most misogynistic. We have a frat guy, an Indian guy, and a Greek guy, and Dave. And I was like, this is gonna be a real misogynistic, but this ends up being the gayest. Who
Yeah.
knew?
Well, when you,
Anyways,
when
I'm
you
fucking
showed up,
Bobby.
we knew.
Your lips and your ass, but I don't like a heavy girl. But I do
Oh,
like
that's
your
what we
lips.
should be doing. A plus size woman, a plus size man, and a regular man.
Did you just call me a heavy girl? You fucking asshole.
Well, I'm thinking about fucking you. That would be why.
All right, who would you, out of all the guy comics you
Hmm.
could pick from, you could fuck?
Now, here's a side question again. Would you pick a gay guy or a straight guy?
You have to, it has to be a straight guy.
You go straight.
It has to be a straight guy.
Has
Oh,
to
all
be
right.
Fucking them,
Yeah, you
or they
can't
fucking
bang
you.
Kevin Meaney.
But I almost want to know what's the
It's too easy,
criteria.
But you can bang Kevin
He
Meaney.
touch you like a woman.
Are we going like?
That was a great line by
What's that?
Scopo.
Sorry,
It was.
sorry. Are we going like the guy who looks like a chick the most almost, or are you going like if you were into dudes, who
No,
would you?
if
you know what I mean?
listen,
Like,
okay, here we are. We're in this room where you gotta fuck any comic right now. You have to fuck him to save the world.
I would fuck.
You have to fuck.
gun to my head, gotta
you-
fuck
not a
one.
gun, but you just have to save. I'm not a believer in guns.
Cosby.
okay? And
You don't believe in
I would-
guns?
No, I'm kidding.
I would fuck Cosby because I wouldn't remember. Why I was trying so hard to get that out, and you kept doing this bullshit with Dave.
All right, you have to fuck somebody. I'm going, Joe. Who would you fuck?
I'm thinking. This is a
All right,
thoughtful
Stavros, who
question.
would you
Yeah,
fuck?
give me some time.
Famous comedians. Famous.
Famous.
comic. Yeah.
Like how famous?
Well, I mean, above you.
So anyone?
That's
Literally
pretty much
anyone?
Everybody in the
Deepu.
business, yeah.
Jesus Christ, I've never heard anybody throw that many jokes. Everybody had a joke. I fucking do a joke. The exact same. Everybody hates fucking Chris Scopo. All right, who would you fuck?
Now, am I fucking them? Or
Oh
they
my
fucking
God,
me?
you're
Just
not
take
real.
it.
Why is this taking so long?
There's got to
You're
be a lot
not
of
really
questions
fucking.
answered, man.
Man.
It depends.
The
Yeah.
best part is we all have someone in our head right now,
Yes,
and we don't want to say it
exactly.
too quick.
I
Yeah,
got
no.
too many in my head. That's what I have.
Give
us-
same
give
as
us
Joe.
one.
I'm trying to think.
What do you
here.
got, Stav? All right, what do you got, Jared?
I'm thinking Seinfeld. I want that money.
So you'd
Right?
fuck. All right,
Yeah,
that's
listen.
good.
It's a beautiful
Think
home.
Seinfeld's just giving you his
Yeah,
money
well,
because
no, but
you
at
fucked
least
him one time?
At least it's a nice
He's
comforter.
definitely giving you hush money.
Yeah, there's something. You know, it's a beautiful home. You get to
Hang
take
on one
the tour.
second. Stop 1 second. Here you go, buddy. Hush. Put that over your mic and hush yourselves.
I thought it was okay.
I just don't like the arrogance of Jared. Like he's gonna suck Seinfeld's dick so good, he's gonna be like, "Here's 50 million, kid." Like
it's not about.
he's-
No, it's more about the comfort of his home. Like you get the. You know, maybe you'll take me for
Dude,
a ride.
We're
One of
talking
the
about
cool
you.
cars.
Look, on this podcast,
tell me
you're
that-
good looking, but
Yeah.
if Seinfeld wants some hot dude ass,
he
okay,
getting?
you are a dime a
Dime
dozen.
a dozen,
Like
he's going-
he'll maybe give you cab
Are you,
fare.
well, hang on 1 second now. Think of what Seinfeld likes. Now, if he wants dude ass, he's gonna want funny dude ass, and he's a fucking Jew dude ass.
Make some
He's-
observations while
he's
I
got
pound your
Jewish,
tool.
Jewish, funny, and good looking,
Yeah, we got it
and he
all.
gets his dick sucked. That's right up his fucking
Yeah.
alley.
And Seinfeld likes himself more than anything in the world, and Jared also Jewish and successful.
There we go.
Not
Are you
as
successful?
No,
Successful
bad.
compared to
I mean,
Seinfeld?
his
I've
version
never heard of
success.
Jared till today.
Not
Yeah.
Oh, you're successful. You're healthy and handsome, and
All right.
Everyone was
Well, I
making
guess
great points until Joe called him
I
successful.
guess we know who Joe wants to fuck.
Guys, I just wanted to do a joke about how Seinfeld likes himself.
All right, here's the deal. I want to go around the room, and you have 3 seconds to pick somebody.
3 seconds.
I'm the
Okay.
only one man enough to say
So
who
you
they
got
fuck.
Seinfeld. Who do you got? Say it. 1, 2.
I'll go Rich Voss.
I'll tell you. You want a fucking old shoe?
He just Deepu just called Voss an old shoe.
Somewhere Voss is walking and he just grabbed his heart.
For a 60. For a 62
We're not done. Shut the
in
fuck
good
up.
shape. For a 62.
I'm shutting his mic off. I don't want to hear it.
For a 62-year-old.
But you don't have to go old. That's hilarious. If we were like, you gotta fuck a comic over 58.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're
if
like,
you have to
"Fuck."
fuck a comic that has never really made
I'm
it.
looking at a guy. If I was good looking as him at that age, I'd be very happy.
So you think Voss is good looking?
You got a thing for
And
Voss.
for 60, yeah, I think he's good
Oh
looking.
my
yeah.
God! You want to fuck Rich Voss? This is more than
makes one of us.
This, buddy. This is more. Listen, dude.
I was
you
either
just
going
let
Rich
us in on
Voss-
something.
Rich Voss or Mark Norman. I
See,
was
Joe,
going
aren't you
Norman.
happy?
Can you? We're talking. You can fuck. You can fuck any comic.
Well, everyone's gonna do like the Dane Cooks. I'm kind of
No. What the fuck is that?
Now we got a number 2.
That might have been as bad as the first one because I mean everyone just wants to jizz on Sweet Dane Cook's face, but you don't have that. That's not a realistic opportunity. You gotta think about real life. I might get Rich Voss.
I guarantee he follows Dan on Instagram and just fucking cranks him out. Listen,
I follow the YKWD one.
listen, man. So you'd fuck Rich Voss.
This is a good-looking older guy.
Okay.
Take care of me.
We're in Jersey in a townhouse.
It's better than my apartment in Astoria.
Oh my God! So you'd fuck? That's who you'd fuck.
Well, you gave me 3 seconds.
All right, Rich Voss. It is. We got
There it
Rich
is. It's
Voss. We
locked
got
in.
Jerry Seinfeld. Dave, who do you got?
Jesus, it's fucking tough. I almost want to go ironic and just pick like Stephen Wright or something like that. To just be like, let's have a hilarious fuck session. Like, I don't even think
Come
he
on.
could keep
would-
it up that long.
Who would you fuck?
All right, I guess I kind of said it before when you said good-looking comics. The first one I named was Tosh. I guess maybe that's where I'll go. He's got like
Tosh
he's
is
like
good.
good-looking, but not
Yeah.
a good enough body that I'm gonna feel intimidated
Yeah.
when he fucks me.
Yeah.
And I'm not a faggot, so I won't pick Rich Voss.
I want to be in show business, so I won't use the word faggot.
I'm just kidding. Oof, I really gotta cut that out of
really-
my
I
fucking
mean,
vocab.
what-
I know.
yeah.
It's really a problem, dude. I gotta get rid of it.
I mean, the word fag. I gotta get rid. I've had.
I
to get-
apologize.
I have to get rid of. No, I have to get rid of these words that we use as comics because we don't use them as race. We don't, faggot or queer or
And also, we grew up just speaking like that, and
well,
then you do it as a
you
comic.
Did. What the fuck? Throw
Well,
me
you
under
were
the
like a
bus.
fucking street kid from
Yeah, I'm a
Boston.
street
You weren't.
kid from
You weren't
Boston.
fucking speaking properly.
Don't fucking drag me down.
You
to a
still don't speak
hellhole.
properly.
Where are you from? Where are you
Brooklyn.
From? Yeah, listen. No, but what it is, it's we hang out with comics all the time. But I realized it when I got a kid. When they start mimicking what you say, like now every time a horn beeps, he says "fuck," because I'm usually like "bam bam, you fucking motherfucker." And now we had to like he hears beep beep, fuck.
That's like a
His-
trained dog.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
that's how kids learn. Not a fucking dog. It's my kid.
Oh,
you
sorry.
cocksucker. What the fuck's wrong with you?
That's how everything though. They just mirror everything.
They
That's how
do.
they learn.
It's weird.
It's an interesting thing too, because like when it's you could always justify it. You're
Yeah.
like, whatever, I talk that way, but you really got to look in the mirror
Well,
when you see your fucking 3-year-old
You
doing
get-
it.
when you're teaching another human being how to live their life, it makes you think about everything you say, everything you say, and you're like, oh shit. This was done to me in the wrong way. That's why I've become this motherfucker. Let me give this kid a shot at being something.
It just
a little-
shows how racist you have to be to teach racism. Like to hear that shit back to you.
Yeah, but it's but we're comics though, and it's
Oh,
like we you know what I mean. It's like
No, we all take it from like an ironic
we
thing.
call each other
but-
bitch and pussy and
Totally.
fucking queer and and I mean we say everything to each
I
other.
also, by the way, I think that this culture sucks of everyone getting offended by, instead of like the idea of what you say being offensive, like, oh, you hit the no-no word. I hate that.
Yeah.
But that is the world we live in. We are trying to, be somewhat successful. And it does hurt people's feelings. So, fuck, I guess it's just not worth it. But
Well, it's not that it's not worth it. It's that if you believe in it, you think it's funny, you do it. If you don't, and it bothers you, then you don't. That's it.
Yeah.
Some people say, I don't give a fuck. There's some people that don't care. Ari Shaffir was on the show. He goes, I make 40-something thousand a year. I'm fine. I'll do whatever I want now. That's all he has to. He did the math.
I think he's doing better than that now.
No, he said
He's gotta be doing better than that.
40 grand to
No,
live.
he just needs 40.
I swear to God, if Ari was making 40 grand, I was gonna go kill myself. So I really didn't
No,
know
he's
Yeah, that and he's it changes my feelings if he's giving everyone money to do his podcast and shit, and he's doing even door splits.
What's
which
an
he
even
does.
door split?
He does his show at Village Underground.
Yeah.
His storytelling show. He did at the stand. He splits the door evenly amongst everyone in the show.
Wow.
I got $150 to do a 10-minute spot, and when he did it at the Underground, Norman got $400 to do a 10-minute set.
That's fucking great.
Insane.
That's great.
But he's like, I don't want to make any money off of comics, which is commendable and really nice.
Yeah.
Unless you're making 40 grand, then you're a fucking retard. But he's making more than that.
He's
making
making
a lot more than that.
He's actually doing real well. And I actually have to apologize. Last week I went on a rant about, remember the JFL rant at the end? That
Oh,
they-
yeah.
They weren't promoting me.
Did they cut you out?
No, not at all. It's just you know, what are you gonna do?
What they weren't
Good
promoting the
apology.
shows?
Nailed it.
You yelled at me before for not taking the hit. Take the fucking hit.
What do you mean?
Oh,
I
boy.
came in
Here comes
here
a resentment.
and
This
you
is
were
like a, this is like a meeting. We have a men's
take the
and
hit.
resentments.
All right, I fucked up because I was a little fucking about the promotions and stuff like that. But the reason they promote
What weren't they
You just-
promoting?
you
I
the
just-
don't
reason
understand.
why they promote the way they do is because these people have sold, like Ari and all these people that are in the middle are proven acts up in Canada. They sell tickets. Ari's very popular, and all these people
Yeah.
up there. I'm not. I don't have a following in Toronto.
Nope.
I'm trying to build a following in Canada through Just for Laughs, by the way, who have been helping me for a long time. So I actually was like, you know, what the fuck? But it is what it is.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Here's the deal. I didn't know that though. I can accept the reality of my worth. I think knowing. I always say this all the time. You know, knowing where you are in this business is the key to get you further. If you think you're further than you are, you're a fucking idiot, and you will plummet sometime.
You need an accurate self-appraisal.
You need an accurate self-appraisal of where you're at, and that's fine with me. I can do that. I have no problem with that. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing, or you know. But I was not given the information that I should have been given to know what the fuck was going on, and then I finally was given it to it today. And I you know, so the rant last week, I apologize. I was wrong. I was wrong.
Apologies.
And I love those guys. I love JFL. I love everything they do, and I love the community that they provide for us to go to another country and build a fucking fan base. That's it. So there you go. All right. You happy, Scopo? You happy?
Yeah.
Is that,
I'm happier now.
Joe, who'd you fuck?
yeah, who would you fuck, Joe?
I like that you in your
Hang on one second. If you ever fucking direct the show again,
Okay.
I will fucking break your microphone. But no, you're absolutely right. Joe, who would you fuck?
Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking here, and I wasn't listening to anything you said because I was trying to think of my answer. And old habits die hard, anyways. But
He doesn't sell in Canada. There you go.
I think
Really don't. That's basically what it comes down
That's
to.
the,
Hey, Bob,
story.
yeah, you know why you're not on the poster? Yeah, because we can't make a nickel off of you. You fucking tub of shit. Why don't you go to Jersey? If we ever do Just for Laughs in Jersey, we'll put you at the top of the poster. I fucking stink.
Just for laughs, new at 42.
If anybody listens to this fucking show in Canada, especially Toronto, if you don't go right now and buy tickets to my show, you're a fucking hunk of garbage. And I hope you fucking pet dies.
Just
Dude, let
taking
me,
it out on his fans.
Don't worry about it. Let me talk to Ari. I'll see if he can retweet you.
I'm gonna fucking talk to him. Ari is so fucking popular, man.
He is. I know for a fact that I was doing a gig there in Toronto, and Ari retweeted me, and I got like a bunch of people from that because he does, for whatever reason. I don't know if he went there with Rogan early or whatever, but he's built a big base
No.
in Toronto. I
He
think
did some Rogan stuff, but everything he's done in the last couple of years is him, because he's a he's a fearless motherfucker, man. He really is.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Well,
Yeah,
that
man.
whole the thing about the appraisal thing, like knowing you have to live on 40 grand, you know, knowing that's the deal, that's the math, that frees you to be like, okay, now I do this to keep going above. I think it's smart. You know?
I like him because he sets his own curves and stuff, but he's also a really sweet guy.
Yeah.
You know, if
you
you ever
set your own curves too.
If you I got a headache. I should have took a sinus medication before I dealt with Joe. Joe, who would you fuck?
I've been doing a lot of thinking. I think I would go with Brian Regan. It would be silly and fun, and he'd keep it loose.
You know what? I admire you. You're like one of those girls in school who picks the nice guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm going based off talent. Pure
Yeah.
talent.
I have
Nothing-
love
no
for him,
fuckability.
admiration. I think it would be real fun. He's like, put it in now, and we'd be having fun. I think it'd be like, oh, we got to do this. Let's have some fun with it. And he's a sweet man, and he's a little older. I mean, I'm not a Scopo here. I don't like the old chicks, but I think I'd go with Regan or how many can we name?
One, you fucking queen.
Yeah, I'd go with Regan. If we can only pick a straight guy, I'll go with Regan. If we can pick a gay guy, it's anybody.
What do you got, fucking?
I think I would choose Goldman.
Gary
Ooh,
Goldman.
that's good. We can arrange that.
Luscious
Wow.
locks.
That's a good one.
You know.
Yeah.
He really, I can't
think
believe
you could-
Goldman wasn't picked earlier. I mean, if you just look across the board,
I'm so happy about that. I was picking last, and he fell to me. It was
if you were
really
just
easy.
like talking about like,
Fell the draft.
In the
Goldman
fantasy
fell to number
fuckboy
5.
draft.
Yeah.
somehow it's like when whoever picked Bowie over Jordan, the Bulls were like, yes,
Yeah.
I'm coming in
That's
with
me.
Goldman.
I can't believe Voss was the number 1 pick.
Number
I
two.
was-
It was number I can't believe Voss was picked.
Wait,
I
did you
mean-
pick? Who'd you pick?
I'm going. Relax.
Well, you said number 2. Who
Well,
picked first?
I picked first.
Oh, you picked Seinfeld.
I was a man.
Oh, that's good.
Dude,
yeah.
the
You
best-
traded
up.
number 1.
Yeah.
By the way, the best part about Scopo picking Voss was that he went like, dude, I can't pick. I don't know what to do. And Bobby went, 3, 2, 1. And he goes, Rich Voss. So, like, it just came out. Like he was like Bobby yanked it out of his
Yeah.
subconscious.
Deepu, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Dennis Miller.
We all picking old guys. All a bunch of old guys.
Yeah,
Conservative.
It's the admiration. That's a big part of it.
Loves
And
America.
Yeah, but you,
Would
what about
hate
the
you.
fucking part, man?
I feel like he'd have great pacing. Get my prostate going.
He's not gonna fuck. He's gonna stink at fucking you.
He would
Dennis
hate
Millen's not gonna fuck. He's not gonna fuck you good, dude. It's gonna be mediocre. I bet he's gonna mediocre.
You think Rich
pecker.
Voss is gonna fuck Scopo?
I tell you, Rich Voss will fuck him harder than whatever his name is gonna
Dennis
fuck.
Miller?
Dennis Miller's
That's
gonna fuck you.
I think it's because he has brothers in the industry. Deepu's just trying to climb. That was a very, very inside joke.
Yeah, I wish it was. How about that?
Can I
Put
throw
that.
something
How
to that?
inside is this? Put that on your microphone. All
It's
right.
not that inside. It's a pretty public.
See,
joke,
here's the
too.
thing: is that you guys are
If you listen to the
picking.
podcast, you probably know it.
You're picking.
So it is an inside joke.
You're picking. You're picking people that you admire, or you could have a conversation with
Or
after
a
you
silly.
fuck.
Silly. I want a silly guy.
I'm talking about fucking, man.
Well, then,
I'm talking about getting down.
I'm not talking about pleasure
This
cruising.
conversation is so gay, it's straight at this point.
I'm talking about
Putting dick in butt. Tell me what the fuck you're gonna do. Where you coming?
Man, I'm telling you right now, if I'm gonna fuck somebody, if I'm gonna fuck another comic, I'm going Little Kev.
Really?
Wow.
A twink?
I want to get fucked.
I wouldn't think he's a
Gonna
twink.
get
He's
fucked
gonna.
by
He's
Little
got-
Kev.
He's got a
I'm gonna fuck too.
big
Dude, do you
piece
know-
too.
He's got a big piece.
gonna
He's
hurt.
little.
But do you know how
You know what I mean?
hilarious?
He's got a lot of money.
Tiny Kev fucking you, like you being bent over, and little Kev with his huge dick fucking
It's
you.
pretty funny.
Might be the funniest thing I've ever thought.
He could be in the other room fucking you.
He's got a massive dick.
It is big. We know this for a
Huge.
fact. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
I've heard-
kid like
I've
this.
That's all
Mike
about,
Stone.
but that's all about perspective.
What
You know, it's
what, it's
a
an
big dick on,
illusion.
yeah, it's on a small body. You know, like,
I mean, you're probably right. We have to knock off an inch or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd
like when
fuck
you
no
shave.
little cat, man. You know, he's gonna give me some motivational like tweet.
Gonna make you run a
You know what I
5K.
mean? Yo, Bobby, keep that ass up in the air, son, to God. What's up? Maybe he'll throw me some money. We'll fucking jump on a plane. Fucking the plane.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Do a concert.
But you said straight fucking. That's
Straight
that's the
fucking.
whole thing. That's
Yeah.
everything.
You're fucking Rich Voss. He's gonna have to take his heart medication after golf. I gotta golf
That
first, and then
You play
I gotta
go around.
set at Frankie's Spaghetti Farm, and then I'll fuck you if I have time. I gotta take a pill.
That
I'm getting fucking banged. I'm getting fucking banged. You understand that? He's getting fucked. I mean, maybe in the Hamptons on
Yeah,
a
but
weekend. Who are you fucking again?
I picked Tosh.
You're getting fucked, but it's weird. He's gonna come in with like a genie hat on or some fucking fishbowl in his hand and
I
do
think
some
that's
weird
cute.
And
shit.
it's elbowy. That's like the most
Yeah.
sharp elbow sex
those
in the
guys
business.
fucking
We might
It's
just
not
throw elbows
Yeah.
for a little while.
Cut
See
each
who
other
gets
with
hard
each other's
first.
elbows.
Tosh is the gayest choice because I think the most choices you have in common with what women would pick is the gayest. Like if we asked a bunch of women, a ton of them would say Tosh. but nobody would say, Voss.
So because you're saying,
So
I
you're
want to ask
gayer
the
than
chat
Chris.
room
So
right
no
now.
chicks
Who in the
wanting-
chat room would you fuck? What comic as a man? Women, I don't care if you don't answer. We get
you got to be a straight dude. I don't want to hear who gay dudes
Yeah,
want to fuck.
I don't
Get
wanna
that
hear-
bullshit out of here. I want
Well,
straight dudes.
We lost
Hey.
we lost the gay dudes when you said faggot.
Yeah, I know. Jesus
No, I didn't
Christ.
mean like get them out of here. Like you're great people. You should have all the rights the rest of us do. I just mean this particular.
For this
All
argument.
right, what do you got, Deepu?
Corey Pruitt says any black comic because they're so good at fucking stools.
Oh, that's fun.
They do know how to fuck those stools.
Hey, I fucked a stool for a long time.
They fuck the stool. They fuck the guy who's next on the lineup. They fuck-
They choke Mark Norman.
They fucked the light. Which is
Pat
this
Rigby
joke,
says
it's just
Kramer.
different. What'd
What'd you say?
Another guy said Kramer.
Michael
Michael
Richards.
Richards.
He's not really a comic.
Well, not anymore.
I don't consider him a comic.
He's just a great thinker.
I consider him.
He did have that one great set.
Jesus, you really are on the Kumia network. Here's the deal. I think when there was a time in that area of stand-up comedy, in that era where agents were going, just go do stand-up, have somebody help you write an act, and you can go make millions doing these shows.
He would have a huge draw.
Because, if you look, they have soap opera stars go to comedy clubs every once in a while and just make a ton of cash. Go up, hey, ooh, I'm a little kooky. I'm on the... And they sell out, sign autographs, and make thousands. We're talking 20, 30,000 a weekend. No joke. So Nick Cannon
Right?
had an hour. Remember that?
Absolutely.
He just said, fuck it, I'm a stand-up. And wrote an hour and did a Denzel Washington fucking impression.
Because people don't understand. Once you've made them laugh on TV or something like that, they'll go, "Oh, he's funny. I'll come see him do stand." And
Chris
people
Tucker
know
went
him.
back.
Yeah.
Chris
went
Tucker
back.
was a stand-up first off.
Yeah,
Number
but
one.
He
no,
stopped for a long time.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. I really want to just get a shirt that says "dummy." Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know.
What am I saying? Explain it.
He was a fucking stand-up, but I'm saying he stopped for a
No,
long
explain
time.
what
and
I'm
went back.
saying. Explain what I'm saying.
That I'm dumb.
Explain.
He gets it.
Yeah, he gets it. We're
Well, it's
moving
like,
on.
the guy Ron from Parks and Rec. He's out doing theaters.
What about Jerry Seinfeld? He stopped to do his sitcom. I can think of a million of these.
But I think those guys like Michael Richards, Cannon. Who else did it? Somebody else.
Dustin
fucking-
Diamond, Mick Foley, every wrestler.
Yeah, it was like, oh fuck, I'll just go do stand up. I'll learn how to do it.
Right.
And you can, but
Sure.
you're never gonna be a great. You're never. I mean, you'll be. Comics will like you, but not respect you.
It's a one-off check that's too big to ignore.
It's
For them
hard
to
to
do
be-
one night at a theater, right?
It's too much money, man, for them to walk away from.
Yeah.
And Michael Richards was. I think he was doing that. He was a dick to people too, which sucked.
What you doing over there, Bob?
There's a fucking. I'm doing this.
Oh,
Oh God, the studio's falling apart as we say. I think fucking Dave. I think the Kumi network sent him over to sabotage us.
Just saying that never happens over at his network. But,
Well, he doesn't have an R that lights up if the batteries stay in. And I will fix that. What do you? What else you got?
Someone is blown away that Dave Smith didn't say Big J, that he'd fuck Big J.
Why?
Why? I have that opportunity every night.
Why is he blown away?
I don't know. I guess it was a joke about how close they are. I don't know.
This is the problem with being the guy that has to read from the chat room. If they bomb, now Deepu bombs.
Yeah.
Hey, Deepu, come on, man. Get your head out of your ass and write some better material.
trying,
What
bro.
else you got?
Corey Pruitt says, dude, if this was real, we would all pick Soder.
Really? I don't think Soda's fucking that good looking.
I don't understand. I think Soda looks like a big fucking monster.
Soder's got height. Height is big.
I got height.
height is
Yeah,
no
but
one
he's
has
got,
sex with me.
He's got height with broad shoulders.
Uh-huh.
You know, like that's an attractive,
Yeah, he's got
you
a
know,
big giant head.
good-looking thing.
Soda.
Nice
I mean,
voice.
Soda's good looking, but he's not. I love Soda. Of course, I love Soda. I think he's got he's tall. He's got nice eyes. He's got a nice voice. He's funny. He's cute. He's endearing.
Are you convincing yourself?
Wait a minute, I changed. I think I'm gonna fuck Soda. I guess he's right. I guess. I mean, Dan Soda, but Dan Soda, we're talking superstars.
Yeah.
We're talking not guys on their way up, maybe.
We're talking Dan Soder in 2 years.
Yeah.
Here. We're talking
Dan Soda in 3, 4 years. Hopefully, he doesn't lose.
You want to fuck a dead guy?
What else you got?
Tudor Paul says, I would fuck Hot Bobby.
Yeah.
Skinny Bobby.
What about
Oh,
me, guys?
now we can go time machine. He said hot Bobby, not current Bobby. If we can go back in time, I want to fuck.
All right. Well, that's fucking offensive.
Somebody when they were really young.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
12.
All right, Jared, not the one in this room. Hey. All right, well, listen. I think that fucking A. I think that I think my choice was the best, by the way. I think me and I think Dave were the most honest in the room.
Most honest.
Yeah, for
I
fucking.
actually
I'm
think
getting
Scopo was the most honest,
I mean, yeah.
unfortunately. and terrifying.
I'm getting no credit for Goldman over here. I think that's.
Look, I would fuck Gallman too, but I'm just too good friends with him. You know what
Sure.
I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like I know that right when we were done fucking, he'd be like, "So, how's Dawn?"
Yeah, see,
How's
initially
Max?
I thought
I'd be
go
like,
with
yeah.
a friend,
Personal.
but it's going to be too awkward.
Too awkward after.
Yeah.
You know what I
What
mean?
about like Eddie Murphy?
Ooh.
He hasn't done stand-up since the 70s.
Yeah, but he's
the
a
leather
stand-up.
suits are hot.
He's definitely a stand-up, and Eddie likes the dick.
What do you mean he's a
Sick,
stand-up?
right? That's
There we go.
yeah.
He has experience.
I don't think he can still be called a stand-up. He's not stand-up since 1987.
Once you're a stand-up, you're a stand-up, dude.
I mean, he was the
Come on.
biggest stand-up in the country.
Yeah,
you know.
dude, you can't fucking take away his stand-up. You can. There's no way you can take away his.
For the
stand-up.
game, I'm talking. For
All right,
the
what
game.
about? Well, you could say that about Steve Martin then. Take away his stand-up.
yeah,
you
you
do
can't
that?
fuck Steve Martin either.
No, I'm,
I want to
you-
fuck Steve Martin.
Yeah, now I kind of
I want to change mine. I want to fuck Eddie Murphy. He wants to fuck Steve Martin.
Well, Steve Martin's 70.
Silver Fox.
So what?
Yeah, why not?
What about Eddie Murphy? What about Richard Pryor? Would you fuck Pryor? Who would you fuck, Carlin, Pryor, or Eddie Murphy?
Oh, you got to go. Fuck. Watch their special. Kill.
Is it Pryor or MS? Pryor with MS or?
Yeah, it's Pryor in a wheelchair shaking.
All right, I'll take him.
Unbelievable hand jobs.
Now it's hot.
Well, obviously, once you go prior, you can pick any time in prior because we're already going to a different time. I'm not taking him a minute before he died. Like that's I'm taking
Yeah.
him at his height.
when he was perfect for blowjobs.
That was a
Great
killer
radio
act out
joke.
for the podcast.
We're on fucking camera, dum dum.
Well, Chris Pruitt laughed.
Who's Chris Pruitt?
He's the other guy. He got two of the three comments for Chris Pruitt.
All right, listen.
That would be funny if we did a Deepu just reads 9 Chris Pruitt quotes in a row. Who else we got? Nobody.
All right, we're gonna take a break real quick. I gotta do the read. We're gonna go phone station. We have a brand new charging station finally in here. What?
I didn't do it. I didn't move, bro.
What was that?
That wasn't me. Well, we got a charging station over there if anyone wants to charge their phones.
What did something?
Did it go out?
Yeah, it's got to be that. It's got to be that. It's out. That's okay, but we're still going.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we'll be back. So, in the chat room, hang in there. You guys listen.
Hang in there, Chris.
You guys, is it just him?
No, there's a bunch of people.
Okay, cool. Hang in there. We'll be there. We'll be back soon. We're gonna do a read. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff, and I want to talk about this Eazy-E thing. I want to talk about NWA when we come back. I want to talk about AIDS. So we'll be back in just a second with You Know What, Dude podcast. Football is back. I'm very excited. Your season-long fantasy football lineup is locked in and ready for action also. But you don't have to wait until week 16 to get paid. Put your fantasy skills to the test starting Sunday at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site, where you could kick off the season, man, by winning $2 million. It's the biggest fantasy football contest ever. $10 million in prizes are up for grabs, including $2 million for first place and $1 million for second place. 1 week fantasy football, what's that mean? No season-long commitment. It's fantasy football on demand. Okay? Play where you want and when you want with the players you want, and turn your love of football into a life-changing payday. Oh, I wish they had this for Call of Duty. Just pick your players, pile up the points, and pick up your cash. That's it. You'll never experience football like this. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings.com. Welcome to the big time, boys. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Kelly to play for free for a shot at part of the $10 million in Sunday's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Kelly for free entry now, only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com. riotcast.com. I want you to check out all the other shows on riotcast.com. We just added a brand new show, and we're adding another show. So please go to riotcast.com. Check out all the amazing shows here we have for you guys for free. That's fucking free. And we want to thank everybody here at the Comedy Cellar again for this amazing studio right here. The Comedy Cellar Riotcast Studios above from the greatest club in the country, the Comedy Cellar. And we're going to start having guests on. So if you want to come down and hang out in the studio, we're going to bring around 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 people in. And however we can fit, we'll let you know. So email me at YKWD@riotcast.com. Tell me why you want to come in. Tell me who you want to bring, and we'll make it happen. And also, I want to thank the guys at Good Stick. Follow them on Instagram. It's at Good Stick. Great guys, great cigars. And if you ever want, smoking stoves, you want to know what to smoke, what's good, how it tastes, follow them on Instagram. And make sure you watch Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll on Thursday night. We have 3 episodes left. Last week's episode was the highest rated episode so far since the pilot, actually.
Nice.
The rating shot up 85% for live viewing, which is fucking astronomical. It's great. Show's doing great. You guys are amazing for watching it. Thanks for all the positive and cool tweets and Facebooks and Instagrams. I appreciate it. And thanks for some of those funny dickhead ones you guys sent, too. Those were good. And that's about it. We're back at the show right now. Let's go. Boom. We're back.
Yep.
So, what's up, buddy? You want the read? Here you go, son. We got any other reads? We got another one, right? Yeah. Okay, great. Anyway, Scope, can I grab a water, sweetie poopy? All right, we have technical difficulties in the studio, but we're overcoming them. Deepu always actually has us. He might be the problem. So your video might be the problem.
Has the audio been cutting out for a year about?
Huh?
Nothing.
No, we just had a new studio, so it might be the
Yeah, it could be this whole streaming setup.
This whole electrical thing might
Yeah.
be. We might have to put your electrical on another wattage. Whatever. Boring. I get it. Blah. Here we go. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's talk about AIDS.
Let's talk about AIDS, baby. Let's talk about you
and
Eazy-E.
me.
Do you know those guys, those gals, Salt and Pepper? They actually do, I believe. They like change their lyrics now because one of them's super Christian. So like their song, they do. I don't know exactly what it is, but it will be things like that, where it's like, "Let's talk about Jesus, baby," or something.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I
Jesus'
think they have their
baby.
kids on stage with them and stuff. Like,
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Jesus' baby is Santa Claus. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is wrong.
That's
The
wrong.
Easter Bunny.
Oh.
His baby's the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, that
This
is
doesn't seem possible.
absolutely wrong. Well, yeah, I saw this. I saw the movie. I went and saw the movie NWA.
Santa Claus?
No, I saw that movie too. All of them.
With Tim Allen.
What?
With Tim Allen.
That was-
I would love if we never talked about Eazy at any point.
I think it's funny that those movies like with Tim Allen. I thoroughly enjoy those shitty movies.
Those are good.
The first one's good.
The
right?
first one.
Yeah.
I
they're
remember
all-
the first one. I don't know if I
Yeah.
saw
I
it.
like the one where Will Ferrell plays an elf.
Oh, Elf was
Elf.
fucking with James Caan.
Ah, yes.
Oh
That-
God, how
Sonny
fucking
Corleone.
The
How-
one
that's
where
not-
he plays an elf.
he
I
is.
like the one where Marlon Brando plays the Godfather. That's mine. All right.
Are you
well,
making a witty joke?
I'll take that. Thank you.
Stick it right in your college degree, you fat Greek. I think I love those movies. Now that I'm watching them with a kid too. You know what else I found? I like cartoons. Like I can watch Bob Goblin all fucking day long.
They're those like
You are
smart,
Bob Goblin.
smart cartoons that like have the jokes for the parents.
Well,
too.
there's a lot. You know, I was babysitting Lewis's kid, and while I was eating,
How's
he
that
had
kid
Sesame
doing?
Street go. It's not good. I was just going,
Come
he is
on,
no,
dude.
he's great. He's great. But so
AIDS.
he's what? But I do. Sesame Street does a lot of that shit. I can't. There was a few of them, but one of them was they'll choose like a number or a letter, and there's this one where so they're doing 2, and they just reenact like Brutus and Caesar, and he's like a 2, Brutus, a 2, and like there's no way the kids are getting it at all, but it's
Right.
definitely like I'm just like eating in the corner, and you're like, oh, that's pretty clever what
Yeah.
they're doing over there.
Yeah, I watch Sesame Street at least once a day when I'm home because the kid watches it in the morning, and that's what she puts him down with, and I thoroughly enjoy
It's going to
fucking
HBO.
Sesame Street. What is?
Sesame Street's going to HBO.
What do you mean?
You have to get HBO now, buddy.
Now it's going to be like half like Sesame Street, half like a
Quentin
fuck-
Tarantino movie?
Game of Thrones. It's gonna be a lot of dicks.
Yeah.
Puppet
It's like
dicks.
kind of like Oz, but with
Dragons
like a
and-
message.
No, is it really going to
HBO, dog. PBS said you're out of here. They kicked him out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know if PBS kicked him out. That doesn't sound right.
every-
but it's
every
going to
day
HBO.
Are you sure it was PBS or was it viewers like you? Yeah,
I'm not
that up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
give that to him.
Wow,
I'll take
hot
it.
potato.
Yeah, just
That's who it's funded by.
wow. That was you should keep that on for the next joke.
Yeah, HBO. Sesame Street's gonna be HBO.
I don't fucking get that. Why?
Because they probably offered him money.
Yeah, I think they bought it.
I think we
I-
all just read a title of a Huffington Post article. Like, let's move the fuck on.
Yeah, I don't
This isn't
read
gonna affect my
articles.
life.
don't
Yeah, I
understand.
heard that too, and I didn't read it, and I was like, "This seems weird."
Nah,
But-
it is fucking weird.
It was on the
man.
page of the
Do you-
newspaper.
You ever see Inside Out? Did you watch
What?
that movie? Inside
No.
Out. With
What
your
is
kid?
that?
It's the new Pixar.
Oh, that was good.
No, what was that about?
It's like this girl becoming, like 9 years old, and you're watching it through her head, like all these little thoughts in her head. Like there's
Yeah, the
anger,
emotions.
all the emotions are in her head, and you're following them. Every joke, everything.
What was
in the
that
movie.
thing you did? Was
I'm
you
like, these are
sprinkling
the,
stuff?
sprinkling the emotions. This is how I.
It's
say
basically the
emotion.
plot of Herman's Head, that early '90s TV show.
Yes.
You know what I read the other day? Pixar has never had a flop.
Oh, interesting.
They've never.
You have.
But you watch that movie and you're like, how do little kids like this? I was crying in the theater.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
literally
dude.
in the
I teared
corner.
up.
Yeah, you sit there and you're like, what kid is watching this?
I was watching Dumbo.
Oh,
The
fuck
cartoon.
Dumbo,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck Dumbo.
Dumbo, who they have the same earlobes as Colin Quinn. Nothing.
And the same nickname as Scopo.
That's a good one. I like that.
I did, but yeah, that fucking cartoon is sad as shit.
Yeah.
His mom is locked up in a thing, and he's got
Yeah.
big ears, and
Everyone's mean to
everybody's
him.
mean to
Dude,
him.
that hallucination or whatever the fuck's going on, the crows are like attacking him. That fucked me up as a child for years.
All those movies. How about the first 10 minutes of Up?
Oh
His
my
barren
God.
wife
Dude.
dies.
But that's like that Louis C.K. joke when you have finally find happiness. Someone is still going to turn to shit.
Right, right.
It's like, yeah, that Up was fucking sad as shit.
Sad.
Yeah, that opening is that's
First 10 minutes, you're sitting there
Great
going like,
shit.
what is going... I watched it on a flight back from a bachelor party, and I was in the middle of a plane, just like literally tears streaming down.
was
Like,
straight
because I was so
crying.
anxious.
Really?
From
I was
like
high as shit. I was
bachelor
just
party. And
crying.
just
I love that I made a face and he backed away from his tears. No, because I was anxious. 'Cause I have a fear of flying. It makes me emotional. So I wasn't myself.
And that was,
Yeah. Anyways, back to AIDS. I went to this. Now,
Have you seen NWA movie? It's,
it was a phenomenal movie, and I know that they took some liberties with Dr. Dre being a tough guy when he really wasn't.
well, here's the thing about when you have $1 billion and you make a movie of your story,
Now-
you get to come off like a really
Did
cool
he make
guy.
it with Eazy? I mean, with Ice Cube.
I think Ice Cube was
Yes.
involved. I know Dre was involved. I think Ice Cube was
Well,
involved.
Ice Cube's
as
son
well.
was the Ice Cube.
Playing
Right.
Ice Cube.
So-
I tell you what, that kid's gonna be a star.
Yeah.
Ice Cube's son. I don't know his name. I want to find out because he's got it. I mean, even
Ice
more
Cube's
than his
name
son.
Junior.
Even more than his
Crushed
son.
ice.
It's crushed ice.
Whatever Ice Cube's name is.
It's like Jeremy Ice. Like it's the normal name, but he takes the ice.
Tetley.
It's not
Wouldn't it
Vanilla
Would it be
Ice.
Cube?
Cube. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm dyslexic, I guess.
Yeah, he was fucking great in this movie, and he looked just like him, but he was fucking great. The guy who played Eazy-E was everybody was phenomenal. But it was an unbelievable movie. But the way,
How late does it go? Do they get like Suge Knight in there and stuff like that?
yeah, they go Suge
Tried
Knight.
suing.
They talk to what he's suing them.
Yeah,
He tried
Suge-
to, I
think
believe.
Well,
he's-
dude, he
wants to.
fucking. I'm telling you, man. He basically Eazy-E and Dre got together. Dre was just a DJ, spinning, fucking
Wearing
pop.
makeup.
He was wearing pop and
Wrecking Crew.
yeah, he was just some silly shit,
Jerry
some
Curl.
He was
silly
in like
disco
a
shit.
R&B group, right?
Yeah, well, that was his job. He was making money, silly, but he was an amazing DJ. He was fucking, a savant when it came to that shit. Eazy was an actual criminal, slinging dope, and Ice Cube was an actual writer. He was writing raps, and he's the creative guy. Ice Cube wrote most of the songs. I mean, most of the raps, mostly all of them. He wrote them all.
And Dre was making the music,
and
right?
Dre would make the music, and Eazy wasn't even a rapper. He wound up rapping because the guys who were supposed to rap said, "Fuck this shit, it's stupid." And they were like, "Yo, Eazy, you do it." Eazy was the money guy.
Rapping now is different. Like rapping now, they have all these like multiple syllable shit. But rapping back then, it was just like, I mean, whoever can write it, like you can just hit these slow. You know, he'd be like, "Police at my door."
Well, they had to do it. They had to do piece by piece.
No, that's an actual lyric.
That's a lyric.
I know nothing about this.
No, if you just guess a hip hop lyric, it is pretty racist. But luckily, they all said that.
Yeah, they he had a piece his rap together. So he was like, riding through the hood in my 6'4". Stop, pause, say the next line.
It's cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Yeah, I was
Whatever.
just anyways.
Shut up, best hair.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
First of all, Jerry. Anyways, and then Dave, and then you, Joe. Yeah, it was fucking great. And then they go into Eazy basically gave them the money to put up their first couple songs. They became really popular, and that's when Jerry, that song, what was it? Was it "Fuck the Police"? Oh, Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton popped with Ruthless Records, and then Jerry Heller stepped in with Eazy, and they went on a tour, which was unheard of for a rap band from L.A. New York, yeah, Rum DNC, all that. But L.A. rap really didn't fucking exist like that.
Yeah, there was nothing out there that was big ever. It was only New York rappers.
That was only New York. And now they were the first ones to fucking come out, and it was just crazy, fucking nuts. And then that's when they went on a tour, 40 cities. They didn't have a contract to the whole thing. The only one who had a contract was Eazy-E. Him and Jerry were basically taking all the fucking money.
Right.
Because Eazy-E put it up at the beginning. And Ice Cube was like, fucking suck my dick.
And they were doing numbers that, like, not that rap had never done, but that gangster rap definitely had never done. Like, I know, like, I think, like, probably Will Smith and LL Cool J had done some big numbers and Run DMC, but it wasn't like this, like, really, really street shit where it was, like, talking about, like, just killing cops. And
it's never been done.
Well, there were some street bands, but they weren't selling or whatever, hip-hop.
No one never heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you go to their shows, and there was white chicks and white dudes, and everybody fucking, rock dudes loved that shit when that came out. And, and that's when Cube, right when the tour was done, was like, I'm out. I'll see you later. And they went out and wound up doing another album without him.
N-words for life.
And they trashed him. He came out with his soul album, which was very successful. Mm-hmm. They came out with an album after him, trashed him, and then he went back and came out with another album and said, all right, fuck you, and did Vaseline, right? No Vaseline.
No Vaseline, yeah.
And fucking smoked him in that. And then... then it all went fucking south, man. That's when Suge Knight stepped in.
And Dre talk to each other? They hate each other?
No, they talk to each other.
They talk to each other?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they're all friends now. They did a tour. They did an NWA tour with, like, Snoop as Eazy-E years ago. Like, they all, for a while. I mean, Suge Knight, I think they all still had problems with. But besides that, he came to... That was at the scene of that movie when Suge Knight ran over that dude.
They didn't show that in the movie.
No. It was at the movie. They were filming the movie.
Yeah.
Suge Knight showed up to where they were filming the fucking movie.
Right.
And then he ends up running over that dude.
He's not a good person.
What?
Look it up, dude. That was
Yeah.
you know
He's
the
in
video
jail right now.
Yeah,
I saw the video.
He went to confront
That
them.
was at the filming of the fucking
Yeah,
movie.
they
Like,
wouldn't let him in, right? Or something like that. And he got
Peaks
pissed.
claims he was set up, like they invited him to it, and then he got set up. But it sounds more like Suge Knight just showed up. He was known for just like showing up to Snoop concerts when like they were having big problems, just to like kind of be like, I'm here, motherfucker.
There's a story that's Suge Knight hung Vanilla Ice off like a fucking roof.
Was that a story?
Until
Vanilla
Made
Ice acknowledged that it happened. They all acknowledged that it happened, and then now Vanilla Ice is like, it didn't happen like that.
Okay, you wanna hear some fucked up shit?
Yes, please.
You know,
Play that Scopo track.
I got a big butt, you know.
Eazy got AIDS out of nowhere, and he was gone. This is when AIDS was AIDS, and he was fucking gone, just gone.
With this pussy AIDS these kids got.
He announced that he had it, and he died a month later, or 2 months later.
It's like Freddie Mercury.
So there's video footage of Suge Knight on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Talking about, they're like, well, you know, Eazy used to wear a bulletproof vest, and he's like, that don't matter. He's like, I just you can hit someone with it. You can buy an AIDS needle.
No way.
So he goes, you can buy an AIDS needle and just hit it with somebody, and then they die slow, and no one knows it was you.
No, he said
No, he
that's
goes,
what-
and then
he goes,
do
that's
it.
what- that's
He
what
goes, we
happened
could
to Eazy-E.
easy. He didn't even say that. He goes, this is what happened. Okay, he came out and Jimmy Kimmel was wearing a bulletproof vest just as a joke
Yeah.
because he just got out of jail. So he's like, come out, he's wearing a vest. He goes, why do you have that on? He's like, oh, the styles have changed since you've been in the jail. Everyone wears this. And he goes, you don't even worry about that. And then he said what Bobby said. He goes, we could just take an AIDS needle and tip, just Eazy-E you.
That's like
That's what he said, like
that's like-
implying that's what happened to
That's
Eazy.
like OJ. If I'd done it, this is how I'd do it.
That was the best.
Type of shit.
He just released a book.
Is that, I
you know
mean,
that
if
dude
I
Jerry
did
Heller, the guy you're talking
I
about,
was
the white
so-
guy. He
first of
believes
all,
that.
I was so far off. I love your story was so much better than mine, and it was true.
that guy Jerry Heller. I got obsessed with this topic. It's such
Yeah,
an
I
interesting
did too,
time.
man.
Well,
There's that guy Jerry Heller says he maintains that he thinks Eazy-E was
Eazy-E's-
killed. He doesn't.
Eazy-E-
He goes, we had the best medicine, we had the best everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe at all that he had AIDS, that he died, and he also says that he regrets convincing Eazy-E not to kill Suge Knight or have him killed. Or
Yeah, because
whatever.
actually, Eazy came back to Jerry one night and says, "I got to kill him," and he was like, "You can't kill him. We're doing $10 million a week on sales or some shit like that."
Yeah.
More than we make.
He goes, he goes, that is ridiculous to kill him right now. He goes, just sue him or whatever you have to do. Do not murder somebody. And Eazy was like, I got to take him out. I got to go kill him.
Gotta
'Cause
keep them separated.
Eazy was a fucking gangster, man. He was a legitimate fucking
But then,
gangster.
but then Suge went on to build an empire unlike any of
Yeah,
it.
but he did it with fucking Dre.
Oh yeah, but then but Suge's whole thing is he never had anything except the muscle and the balls.
Yeah.
He just went like, oh, dude, they showed up with bats and made Eazy-E sign release papers.
No,
which
no,
I
no,
have-
that's not what happened. And I'll correct your story.
All right,
'cause I
someone
know
said
the
he
truth.
said that, or someone said that.
No, they invited him down to the studio, Dre, and he showed up. He showed up, and Dre wasn't there. It was just Suge and a bunch of dudes with pipes.
Oh, okay.
They had pipes, and they were like, "You need to sign this." And every time he would sign like Mickey Mouse, and then they'd fucking beat him up.
Johnny Fontaine never
Oh,
gets
yeah.
that pot.
Yeah,
They'll make him a big star.
yeah.
I didn't know. I knew that would happen.
the-
Is they sued and they said we signed these release papers under duress of threat,
Yeah.
blah, blah, and then they ended up
In the
getting
mo-
money.
In the movie, they showed it, but they just showed him getting a fucking ass whoop with no pipes. But he was like, "Fuck you," to Suge Knight. Suge Knight was a big motherfucker, man.
And he was known. There's tons of stories, dude, at Death Row where just like someone, if you were just breaking down the record. I don't know what the term is, but like someone just working on the music, and you like
Deepu.
fucked up. He would go. Yeah, Deepu would just get the shit beat out of him one day because like, but they're just
I
crazy
like
shit.
this.
Yeah, I'm into that.
They have actually in the movie they have this big party going on in the studio. Dre's with Snoop trying to lay down some tracks, as they say in the hood, and he comes out like, "What the fuck?" There's just chicks everywhere, people everywhere, all these big motherfuckers everywhere, and there's just a naked guy with his pants down around his ankles, crying under a desk, with a fucking dog just going, "Ruff, ruff, ruff," like about to attack him, and some other big guy holding him back, laughing.
That's Scopo and Voss.
Sounds like us in Iraq.
Fucking
much?
scary. Can you
I like
imagine that shit?
Yeah, it's
Did it-
dude. I remember
I'm
hearing
having
this.
chest
I
pains.
heard this guy who was.
I'm literally having. Is there something wrong with me?
Dude, there was this guy who was like.
If I have
working
a
Dave
fucking-
just doesn't care, by the way. He's going into
Chest
the
pains?
story.
No, I think no. I want to bring on more.
Deepu
Dude, let me give you some
pricked
more
you-
stuff like that.
Deepu pricked you with a cholesterol needle.
I'm gonna lean back. Oh my god, that's just a terrible shot of me, Deepu. Go ahead.
Well, so there's this
Deepu's
guy.
fault.
He was like in a radio interview. He said this or something, but he was working for like Nirvana or a band like that, and just like some guy who like a technical guy working for Universal sent him over because they needed someone else to help with the beat, mixing it down or whatever. And he said he goes there and he's just like working, and Suge Knight comes out and he said he just gets in his face, this humongous like gangster black dude, and he's like, "Yo, why you take my hot sauce?" And he's just like this nervous kid, like a couple years out of college, and he's like, I don't even use hot sauce. He goes, I didn't ask you that. I asked you why you take my hot sauce. And he says it just ends with him on his knees, like being like, I swear to God, and then he's just driving to go get hot sauce to replace this thing. Like, but he was like, but within an inch, like he easily could have just had the shit beat out of him.
Yeah.
But didn't.
Yeah, Suge Knight's a horrible piece of shit human being.
No, he's
That's
in jail.
Joe,
He deserves it.
Hang on. That's Joe List and
Yeah.
Dave Smith. I never said anything.
Didn't they say his net worth at one point was close to $1 billion?
Dude, he had it
No, that's
all. Okay,
ridiculous.
no. He had it all. Okay,
Yeah.
he did not pay anyone. Nobody. Go look it up. Until he just got broke a couple years ago in lawsuits, he owned all the masters to Death Row Records. Dre didn't get shit. Snoop didn't get shit. He was saying, the Snoop said in lyrics, I got nothing off Doggy Style, nothing. All those hits.
The Chronic.
The Chronic,
how
Doggy
big
Style.
that was?
Dude, everyone at Gin and Juice and Nothing But a G Thing and all these huge hits. Suge took everything, dude.
I believe it's
He was-
Chi Thang.
Well, he actually
It's an A. He's right. They would always spell
you.
it T-H-A.
he said in the movie that Dre walked in and was like, "I'm out," and he's like, "Well, you don't get shit. I'm taking it all." He's like, "I don't give a fuck."
Dude, do you ever see the behind the music? They go, it's so funny because it's like Dr. Dre. They're like, Suge Knight showed up at Dre's because there was the Death Row studio and then Dre had his own studio.
Yeah.
And he showed up with a bunch of big dudes with pipes.
Yeah.
Goes, give me all the masters, give me all the studio things. And they just cut to Dre and he's like, yo, I'll tell you right now, like, I'm a man. If we've got to do it, we got to do it. And then it just cuts away and they're like, Suge Knight got all of the masters.
Yeah.
Dre just leaves with nothing.
I have a feeling this won't be the DVD commentary. Just a bunch of white dudes and an Indian guy talking about that in the movie.
I'm telling you though, this is how it goes. I've
Yeah.
YouTubed it.
Can we take out that part where I said he was a bad guy?
I mean,
He's in jail now. You're good.
when he got knocked the fuck out, remember that video
Mhm.
when Suge Knight
Yeah.
got knocked the fuck
By
out?
who? Some random thug,
some random
a barber.
Yeah, some barber. Yeah, some regular barber.
Brutus
dude.
the Barber Beefcake?
He was giving an interview.
In front of a club, right? Suge was getting in his car, and this guy fucking knocked him the fuck out. Cold. Hit the pavement. It made me feel so good. I was
Yeah.
like, good feet. There's nothing better for me to watch than a bully getting knocked the fuck out.
I love
Somebody
it.
who physically just hurts people.
Those are the best YouTube videos when it's
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
elementary
yeah.
schools when you see like the big bully challenge that one
I
kid.
can't
who
watch
knows
someone
karate.
just bullying someone
Yeah.
and like fucking them up. It really fucks me. But I love watching the bully
That
get
little
fucked
nerdy
up.
kid does like one like
Yeah.
spin kick and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden
yeah.
the bully's down. Yeah, it's
Yeah, well,
fucking great.
Yeah, even like when you see like an old guy come out and just calm some fucking crazy gangster kids down. Hey, Kettle, and they're like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" And then they go to hit him, and he just one punches him,
Just goes
and then he looks
amazing.
at the other one and goes, "You,
Yeah.
just you." And then
Does
they're
that
like, "Yo,
old
yo,
guy
yo,
look,
yo,
yeah.
yo, yo."
I love it.
I love it. I love it. But Suge Knight was a motherfucker in this movie, but he actually saved Dre. He went in. Dre was held up by Jerry, fucked him, had him
Right.
in contract, wouldn't be able to be Dre. Chronic wouldn't have happened. Snoop Dogg wouldn't have happened. He went in and used his fucking muscle to get Dre the fuck out.
The crazy thing is that Dre had to do it over and over and over again and only got paid the last time. Like, he got no money off NWA. He got no money off Death Row, although I think he finally sued and got it back now. But
Yeah.
then when he did, like, the Eminem thing and and the
yeah.
beats
How
now
funny.
he finally
He's a
got
billionaire.
it. Yeah,
Imagine-
now he's the richest guy in hip-hop.
Imagine if he fucking got all that other money, too. Could you imagine that?
Have a couple billion.
I mean, Dre is a motherfucker,
He has $2 billion.
right?
He sold beats for $2 billion.
He sold. I heard it was at one. Was it two?
No, $2 billion. Yeah.
Wow. But that's with, what's his name? Who's that guy? The white guy. That's
Beats?
working for Apple.
Oh,
now.
I
Steve
don't
Jobs.
know. I thought
He's
you were.
not.
I was thinking of Jimmy Iovine, but I mean
Yeah,
the
that's
music
him.
shit. Jimmy Iovine.
Yeah, he's with
on
him.
that too?
Yeah, he's with him. Isn't he with him on that? I think he is. He's
Well,
actually
Jimmy
in the
Iovine's
movie,
been the
too.
head of, I think, all of this. Everything we're talking about, he's just been taking money off.
Even so, he's created two separate looks in his lifetime that people want to wear: the Beats look and the LA Raiders hats. Like, he's been responsible for style.
Well,
You know?
Dre wasn't.
Well, I'm just saying. Like,
Dre was actually wearing fucking satin shirts back in
is
before.
it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
look, Google Dre.
Yeah.
They have. Oh yeah, he used to wear satin shirts and band leader. Fuck. When he DJ'd, he you know the satin band shirts.
Thank God
jackets.
Tupac's post-apocalyptic metal outfits never caught on.
Oh god, it'd be fucking dangerous. The guy who plays.
That's the song.
I know. I'm just letting him do it. I like when Joe sings.
Thank you.
California.
Yeah, Tupac's in it too. The guy who plays, and the casting of this movie is fucking ridiculous.
I gotta see this.
Tupac looks like Tupac.
They already said they're gonna do a spin-off with
Snoop.
Death Row.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck's that? That's not going to be as good. There's no
No,
way.
Death Row's cool, man. What are you talking about?
It's not going to be as good, man. It's just not. You can't.
I don't believe in the death
NWA
penalty.
NWA was the shit. NWA was the one that set everything off. NWA
Oh.
with Eazy-E was. I don't care if he was just fucking.
Chronic,
Come
the
on,
Chronic
the
and
whole-
Doggy
the whole
Style are the
East
two
West
best
shit that was
albums that
going
came
on.
out of any of that shit, dude. The Chronic and Doggy Style are like that, like changed
But
hip hop.
there's
Those
there's
albums.
so much more like that beef that's
I-
going on
you-
with
you-
the like Biggie and the West Coast beef. All that stuff's gonna be in it. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, all the Tupac stuff is at
How
Death
did you
Row.
not book an African American for this episode?
I did.
Will, by the way, Will Sylvans knows. If you think I know what I'm talking about with this,
Yeah.
he knows
I don't.
everything.
Yeah, but here's the
Fair
deal.
enough.
We still wouldn't understand it if he
No,
didn't
you.
explain
But if you
it.
booked him and
Go
a translator,
Bobby.
this would be the best podcast.
Where do you get a translator for stuttering Haitian?
I didn't say it was easy.
I told him he was on stage talking to me. He every time he brings me up, he'll say shit to you while you're leaving. Bobby, you dumb.
Yes, he does
And I'm
do
just
that.
like, I'm like, dude, you need UN headphones to understand what the fuck you're saying. Fucking idiot.
Dre owns those.
Yeah,
I
but
can't plug my beats into this UN portal.
it's weird. If what's his name killed him with an AIDS needle, I've never heard of that until somebody to this interviewer saw that.
Didn't the killer? Who's that?
O.J. Simpson.
Oh, the Iceman. The Iceman. That
Oh, the
notorious
Iceman
guy.
Didn't use
Yeah.
AIDS.
He killed somebody with a needle though.
Yep. I think you're the dumbest person I know.
I'm just saying.
I know.
You just
that's
heard
what
the
makes
word
you,
needle.
He killed somebody with needles though. First of all, he didn't kill somebody with needles.
Yes, he did.
Oh God.
Needles, the Back to the Future character, played by Flea.
He had
To a lot of
cyanide.
claim.
Cyanide.
Yeah, it's the same concept though.
No, AIDS takes around fucking 6 to 12 months.
Dude, I mean, when you were trying to
Same
argue
concept.
out
But
that
he's stabbing-
cyanide
he's
and AIDS are
stabbing
the
him.
same concept.
He's stabbing him with
Use the
something.
needle.
But he's stabbing him with something though.
No,
to
dude.
kill him.
No. The needle is what's in common. There's nothing
what's
conceptually
with a
in common
needle?
with
That's what I meant, the
cyanide
needle.
and
The gay
AIDS.
plague, cyanide.
Unfucking believable, man.
Same concept.
You're literally one of the dumbest. Can I just? I want to bring this up real quick. I mean,
Dude, I'm nervous. I'm going to get cyanide tested after this, so don't.
I want to bring something up really quick.
Oh boy.
I want to.
Uh-oh.
The YKW Dick Court is now in session. Okay. If anyone feels to suck this or put this in their bum after the show, feel free.
Great.
If you want to scratch a fucking mosquito bite, you might as
With
well.
a dildo, with a wooden dildo.
Listen, this is what happened. Okay, I'm gonna let Dave be the judge. Dave,
Ooh.
take the mallet. Please don't stick it in your ass. I was kidding about that. That's a perfect cock. That's
Who do you
actually,
think I am, Lewis?
That's actually my dick.
All right.
Artist rendering.
I'm
Your
bringing
balls
this up.
are weird.
I'm bringing this up, Scopo, and there's no way around it. Okay.
Oh boy.
And I know you've apologized, so we're kind of over it, but it still bugs me. Okay? It still bothers me. Scopo, I'm going on vacation. Let me set up the scenario. We're going on, and you. Who's my lawyer? Who's?
I'll be your lawyer.
All right, you be my lawyer.
Good Jew lawyer.
Oh, the
you're
only
Scopo-
other Jew in the room.
You got
Yeah.
Scopo.
No, fuck that. I want the Jew as a lawyer.
What are you
Settle
talking
down.
about?
I'm sorry. I was just waiting for an opportunity to
All
do
right,
that.
don't do
Bobby,
that too
go
hard
ahead.
because
Yeah,
we
well-
might lose the show.
We'll fucking black out.
All right, you're the bailiff, fatty.
I'm the bailiff. Great. Order. Do I do that?
All right, Joe is your lawyer. Okay.
I'm a good lawyer. I'll fight
First
for
of
you.
all,
Shouldn't
I want
I
to
be the
explain
jury?
something.
Shouldn't I be the jury?
No, you're the bailiff.
Can we have like a funny back and forth thing with our bailiff
Yeah,
where
sure.
I look at him and I go, "Have you seen crazy people like this?"
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Now, YKW court is now in session.
All right.
You can do a little harder.
All rise.
I'm not getting it.
Right?
All
Is that-
right.
No, my belt
I was
buckle.
really taking this
The
character.
bailiff was the guy that types.
No, that's the fucking
Stenographer.
Right here, baby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the
He's the
stenographer.
stenographer. I'm the bailiff.
All right, so here's, Your Honor, here's what happened. Okay, I'm going on vacation. At the beginning of the summer, I wanted to plant new grass in my backyard. I hired a man to come and regrade my backyard. That means he drops down around 40 yards of dirt and regrades it, makes it nice and even, and then seeds it. And then it rained, and the seeds and everything.
I'm looking for a room to share. I'm sorry. Keep going. I don't understand any of this. Go
You want to
ahead.
go
So
halvesies?
hang on
Yeah.
one second. So he comes back. He has to do it again. Now, the second he drops the seed, the second the guy leaves, a fucking torrential downpour. It happens twice. Now comes back a third time, regrades the whole backyard. There's thousands of dollars. There's not thousands, but he comes back, regrades it, plants the seed. It's gonna be beautiful for a week, except for one day. I have a new sprinkler system he installs, ready to go, regraded, new seed, everything ready. I get a call. I'm going on vacation for a week. Scopo calls me. Hey, a friend of mine. Scopo's a friend of mine. Okay. Hey,
Objection.
as a
I don't think the court stenographer is supposed to object.
Well, if no one's going to speak up,
Stenographer, can you strike from the record you objecting, please? All right. Where were you, Bobby?
Deepu picked up a pen. That's hilarious.
Just straighten that for a record. By the way, so what did the lawyers do here? By the way, you're presenting.
I don't know.
your
I
side.
know what I'm doing. I gotta
To
get
hear
an
the
argument
story.
already.
Yeah, I gotta,
All right,
I'm
we gotta
telling
get
him the
this
story,
right.
then he's gonna fight my
yeah,
case.
I'm gonna help him.
Okay.
So basically,
He's doing a lot of regrading right now.
I got a phone call from my friend Scopo, and he says, "Hey, you want me to come up and check the mail, check the house while you're gone, make sure nothing happened?" Yeah, that'd be great, dude. Also, listen, man, I just put this whole thing in. I explained to him the whole thing. I did grading, the sand, blah blah, the rain, the seed. I got the sprinkler. Can you come Tuesday and shut the sprinkler off because it's gonna rain, and I don't want it to flood with the and just
Objection.
Yes.
You called me the day of. And you got me out
Yeah,
of
but
bed.
that
You got me out of bed.
Agreeing to do something nice and then not doing it is still.
First of all, I object his objection.
Yeah.
How can I get him out of bed if he asked me if I can do something for you?
What are you talking about? You called me on Tuesday.
You said, can I do something for you?
All right,
No, I
stenographer,
said-
let the
I never
record show I
called
did
you.
not understand Bobby's objection.
Me neither.
All right.
It
Here's
doesn't matter. It's just
It
being
doesn't matter, so
being
shut up.
whatever, just being funny.
Can you say something?
I'm on your side, man.
Yeah, but we'll fucking tell him to shut up.
Okay. Is
I
that what a
believe,
lawyer does?
I believe the judge is the only one telling me to shut up.
Bobby, if you want to
Well,
request,
the
he's arguing with his
judges-
own lawyer. I mean, what do you want me to say? If he wants
What
to
the
request
fuck,
different representation.
Jared?
Keep going with the story.
Well, don't let him just interrupt me like that.
I'll be the lawyer.
I didn't know it was a lawyer / muscle.
Bobby,
on this
just
whole
so you know,
thing.
if you're upset with your representation, the state will provide you with another
There's nobody
option.
left.
Well, we got a stenographer. I could give you my bailiff
You know what?
over here.
I would like a new lawyer.
I don't say you have an
I want a
ATM.
new lawyer.
You can choose
I'll
from.
represent. Wait, objection.
You got mosquito
dismiss
bites or
the case.
Deepu?
This is bullshit. I think case
I want to
dismissal.
take the fat Greek.
Thank you.
Objection
Thank you.
overruled. We will continue with the case.
I want
Thank
the fat
you.
Greek.
Well, obviously, this is your choice, your lawyer. Okay, so
Jared-
J-Train, we're going to need you to be my
Bailiff.
my bailiff now.
I'm just gonna listen to the story.
All right.
No,
listen.
we need you to
You know
bailiff.
what?
If anyone gets unruly, you have to
I should have known to
pick.
pick a good-looking fucking
Yeah.
lawyer, cocksucker.
I got by through skill alone.
All right,
No
here we
one-
go. Here we go.
This does.
So
I'll be
now-
honest, it seems like a better
So
team.
he calls me. He says, okay. So I say, listen, you got to not, please do not. There's 3 knobs, big knob and 2 little knobs that go to 2 different
You,
hoses.
Max, and Don.
Your Honor,
So I say, please do not touch the big knob. Do not touch the sprinkler hose knob. Just touch the hose knob. Do you understand?
kind of.
You understand? Do
it's
not.
clear as day.
Anyways, I say, can you go up and do this? But you have to come back the next day and turn it back on. Just turn it off on Tuesday and come back on Wednesday and turn it back on because it's going to be like a desert for the rest of the week. I need it to be back on the next day. Right? Yes, I can.
I don't remember that.
Your Honor, please.
Chris, you'll have
Your
your
Honor.
chance right now. Right now.
Thank you.
Objection sustained.
Joe, what are you doing here, bro?
I got a case. You should be quiet and let him fucking bury himself here.
Hang on.
Thank you, thank you, thank
You
you.
think it
said-
doesn't
let me
help
just
our
say-
case that nobody
Your
knows what
Honor,
the fuck he's
please,
talking
Your
about?
Honor. Listen, you're both gonna get. All right,
They're out of order.
Objection.
You don't even need a lawyer. He's ruining his own case.
Order in the court. Okay, you're both gonna get your chances. Let
So
Bobby
he's-
finish his.
Okay, I'm almost there. So he says, he says, absolutely, dude, no problem, no problem. I go, thank you, buddy, really appreciate it. You know, you don't have to do this, but thank you very much for doing this. He says, okay, great. I call on Friday because I trust him. He's my friend. He said he's gonna do something. I call him Friday. I go, hey, what's up? Just to see how it went. What's up, dude? Where you going? Oh, I'm going to turn the sprinklers back on. I go, it's Friday. He goes, yeah, I didn't have time. I go, but you blew me off. He goes, no, I didn't. I just didn't have time. I go, but no, you said you'd do it, and you didn't. That means my grass hasn't been watered in 3 fucking days, and it's been the hottest 3 days of the summer. I go, do you know how fucking things grow? Yeah, I know how fucking things grow, Bobby. I go, how? With food and water. I go, you killed it. You killed it. He goes, Bobby, I'm sure it's fine. I go, you blew me off, dude. Why'd you blow? I didn't blow you off. I just had stuff to do, Bobby. I couldn't make it. I go, that's the fucking essence of blowing me. You're saying you did something other. Whatever. I hang up the fucking. I'm going now. I go, okay, great. He goes, I turned it back on, call me, whatever. I come home on fucking Tuesday. Not only did he not water it for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when he went up on Tuesday, he turned the valve off to sprinkler. So the fucking thing, even when he turned it on, didn't water the fucking grass. For a week, he killed the grass. I'd have the guy come back and regrade and regrass and re-everything. 2 days ago. My grass is dead. My son doesn't have a lawn.
I thought you were gonna say
No
your son
further
was dead.
questions.
All right. All right. I just want to say on behalf of the court, that was chilling testimony. And I want to thank the prosecution for coming forward. Moving on to the defense's presentation, and then the lawyers will have a chance to cross-examine
All right, go
the
ahead.
other side. All
Yes.
right. So
I consider this all speculation, and I'm confused by the entire situation. And the fact that you explain the situation here with the knobs and the dupes and the valves.
When you have a
and I don't
hold on.
understand.
This is the presentation.
I don't understand what you're talking about, and also it seems like you're really shouting quite a bit. And I feel like our fat-butted client did his best.
Oh, you are.
I feel like he did his best, and he
Yes,
volunteered.
he did do his best, and his best wasn't good enough.
All right. Fair enough.
That's what it
guys
comes
will
What are
get
you
a chance.
saying
Wait,
for?
you-
What's the problem here?
Here's the problem.
You want a new lawn?
When you say you're going to do something, you do it.
Absolutely.
I agree.
I feel like if I had a
Well,
dad-
that's it. He agrees. We
Scopo
win.
killed my fucking lawn.
All right,
That
Scopo, your
is
lawyer.
that's completely the
By the
sun
way-
and earth killed your lawn.
Can I just say, and I'm not speaking as the judge here, but Scopo was like, Joe, what's your plan? You go, don't worry, I got a plan. Then you got up here and just agreed with Robin.
really
He
had
had
no
no
plan.
You should have just let him present his case. I'd like
Let
to
him-
hear from Chris a little bit.
Yeah, I quit.
Your lawyer didn't do very good.
Is your mic off?
Maybe, I don't know. I did accidentally, I guess, shut off the water, but
He
I did
admitted.
water it on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday.
So,
I did water it. Bobby
How did you order it?
chooses to plant seed when I have fact you don't plant seed in the summer because it dries out.
Objection. Objection.
Thank you.
He doesn't know shit about lawns.
ooh, that's a good objection.
Objection to
Are you
that.
gonna submit-
My father was a gardener and told me this. You don't plant seeds in the summer
Your father
because it
grew
dries
grass?
out.
Apparently, his father was a fucking fucking
And I have
asshole too.
I have fucking evidence on my phone, which I will present to my lawyer.
If you would like to submit some evidence into the court, obviously that's hearsay to say your father. If you had him here,
First of all, I want documentation that he was a gardener. Okay, now
That's
he's
right.
what? He's a garbage guy. Now he's a gardener. What else is he? What is he? Whatever Scopo needs to get out of a fucking
He's
jam.
a damn fine father.
He's not- I'll tell you right now that he went to his father, and his father said, you can plant seeds in anytime you want, spring, summer, or fall, just not the winter. Now, I will give him this. September is the best month. Or the fall, the spring or the fall is the best month.
I like November because
to
of
plant-
Thanksgiving and football. and
to plant grass. Do you know why, Judge?
why is that?
Can I tell you why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because it's not as sunny. It's not as hot. But you know what, Judge? You can plant grass.
Judge?
You know what, Judge?
You can plant grass in the summer, right? If you have a sprinkler system.
So, what about the argument, the philosophical argument Bobby's making is that you can plant he's not saying it's optimum,
No.
but optimal, but it's not optimum cable service.
Yes.
But it is, he's saying that's not really the point. The point is whether you agreed to help him with this now. I'm sorry, what your lawyer wants
Your
to say
Honor, I have here a screenshot from AskJeeves.com where Roger Cook
Third Google?
There's another one if you scroll.
Roger Cook replies, now, I don't know who Roger Cook is, but he certainly has a computer, and he writes, in much of the country, grass seed is best planted before or after summer.
Is best.
That's
That's primarily because it's almost impossible to keep new seed moist in the summer without nearly constant watering.
Proving my point.
You didn't
Nearly
have constant
constant
watering
watering.
because you said
Objection.
it goes off
I did
at
not have constant watering because
no.
turn my
You
constant
said-
watering
you,
off.
You said your sprinklers go off in the morning and at night.
Yeah, constant watering. You know what it is?
That's not constant
Shut
watering.
the fuck up.
Constant water. Your
All right,
Honor,
guys,
Your
guys.
Honor.
Your Honor, Your Honor.
Your Honor, it's still kind of Bobby's show, Chris, so let him I know we're doing it here, but like, it's still kind of,
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yeah, yes.
May I talk? May I talk?
Absolutely.
I moved to change of venue.
I mean,
Overruled.
Pretty goddamn good point over there.
Don't hit the tape.
Let's take this to Tuesdays with Stories every Tuesday on iTunes and SoundCloud.
Your Honor, he just proved my point. If you
That's not proving the point.
if you read that, can you please, for the court, read that sentence?
Joe, please
again?
reread Exhibit A.
Okay, Roger Cook of Internet
Not that
says
part. Just get to the other part.
the country, in much of the country, Not everywhere.
Yes,
Not
much.
necessarily Westchester, New York.
Are you my
Grass
lawyer or his
seed
lawyer?
is best planted before or after summer. That's primarily because it's almost impossible to keep new seed moist in the summer without nearly constant watering.
Stop.
Collaborate.
Stop.
And listen.
Now,
I had constant watering, Your Honor, because I had a sprinkler system put in that automatically goes off twice a day to
Twice
hang on,
a day.
sir, to moisten the ground for the day, and then it came on in the afternoon to moisten it again when it dried up. So in the nighttime, when the sun goes down, it would actually stay moist because the sun's not
All
out.
right.
And now
I've
into the
listened.
morning.
I've heard the two arguments on the. All right,
Is
make your last point.
constant twice a day?
No, I will say.
That's your argument.
I've heard
Scopo.
both. I got that argument already. I've heard it. I get it.
Your Honor, can we go to
Listen,
the chat
here's
room?
what I'm saying.
Can we go
I
to the chat
don't
room
think. Look, that I'm not.
one more-
Here's why I'm going to strike down the evidence that Chris just put in. Okay, because it is at the end of the day, it's immaterial unless you're saying you can't do it in the summer. What he's saying there is most of the region. It isn't the best time to do
I
it.
object.
And that
This
there's-
is Richard
and
Cook.
constant is constant is.
We'd also.
Let's
Your
say,
Honor,
okay, Chris, let's say you were getting, like, ass raped by Shaquille O'Neal.
All right,
Would
well,
twice a
that
day
took
be
a turn.
constantly?
No, it'd be twice a day.
It'd be enough.
I think I think you get my point.
Your Honor, one more piece of evidence. The defendant's judgment clearly can't be trusted. He said he'd fuck Rich Voss. He was out of every comic, he picked Rich Voss. No, terrible choice. Thank you.
Bomb down.
I bombed.
I will,
Actually,
hold on.
Your Honor.
I will not allow it. I would like the jury
Your
to
Honor.
please pretend they did not hear that.
No,
They should
no.
have no
I would like to ask him to leave. Like, leave the place.
Let's
Aha.
hear it. It's your lawyer.
But did you
I have a new piece of evidence has been brought forth to me. The hot temperatures of summer are past. Oh, what? Why are you giving this to me? I don't think this helps.
My lawyer.
I know, but I don't think this has helped. Why the fall season is usually. Boy, there's a lot of words here that could be very
Usually.
easily.
Joe's regretting
yes.
that accent right
Yeah,
now.
this is. Planting in fall avoids several springtime problems.
What is the
Cool
accent?
soil temperatures delay germination.
But hold on, did you do the job he asked you to do?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I
No.
I don't usually let my. I'm gonna be
You
honest.
didn't do the
Hey,
job
aren't you
he
the
asked
fucking
you to do.
stenographer? Shut the fuck up.
all right.
What
First
the
off,
science
it's the
doesn't
ballot.
matter.
15 lawyers against me right now.
Listen,
What does the science matter?
All right, listen. I don't usually let my bailiff run my court, but he is making a damn good point. Yeah, so I'm gonna make an exception this one time.
Can we
Let's
go
ask some
to the-
questions, Chris. All right, you want to go to the fans first, and then we'll
Can
get.
we go to the chat room real quick?
Yeah,
Your
sure.
Honor, do you mind?
Yes.
Let's
sure.
say chat room because fans is a little broad.
That guy 04 says this whole court is out of order and gay.
Hey, nice one, 04.
Saved it with that one.
Somebody listened to the beginning of the show.
He also says, why does the lawn need regrading because the grass dried out? Bobby is getting ripped off like the city boy that he is.
No. That's not what. I'm not. Email me later. I'll talk to you.
A grass specialist wrote it.
It was Robert Cook.
The rain hit twice, really torrential rain, and it fucked up the.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
Who's your grass guy? I could get you 3 cents a stock. What do you?
What? The fucking weed?
Yeah, I'll take
it
the
was a
bomb
weed
down.
joke.
But whatever.
No. That was a weed joke, and I'm sober, so
There was some
I didn't
things
get
that
it. Go ahead.
happened.
What else you got?
John Testoni says, next time put down sod, cheap ass.
Sod $6,000 to do my backyard.
I don't know anything about any
Well,
of
I'm
this.
telling you, $6,000. I got a fucking estimate on doing sod, $6,000, and it might not take.
It'll take Chris Scopo 3 years of comedy to make that much money.
Go ahead.
That's about
I
it.
don't know why I kick you when I'm
What do you
down.
got? All right, Your Honor.
You're not down. You're in the middle of a trial.
He's the worst lawyer. Got the fucking bailiff going against me.
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? This is typical criminal fucking
Blaming
mindset.
everyone else.
Blaming everybody else. You murdered the person.
I am not
All right.
blaming everybody
And I'm-
else. I'm saying my defense.
I'm reading the fucking evidence you're handing
You
me.
came at me. We're like, I got this. And I was like, oh shit, Joe might be going to something
I
here.
tried.
Oh my God,
I
this
tried.
is
I'm
like-
reading the evidence you gave me.
Remember the first court scene of My Cousin Vinny when he looked terrible?
Yeah.
And but then he pulled it out in the end. All right, Chris, listen, I'm going to grant you as the judge that your legal team has fallen apart on you. Let me ask you a couple questions. Did you agree to do this for Bobby before Friday? The first part of it, when he talked to you on Friday, had you already fucked up and not done what you agreed to do?
Wait, before Friday? I didn't go back. Yes, I didn't go back. Yes.
So what's the initial
Yeah,
thing
I'm
you...
wrong. We already admitted that I'm wrong already.
You just want to settle out of
You're
court
yelling
now?
at me. You're fucking yelling at me for being a bad lawyer.
No
You're
further
admitting in court that
questions.
you're wrong.
All right, so I think I've reached my judgment.
Can I get a plea deal?
That's
the
my
plea
job.
deal has nothing to do with the judge.
I
by the
think
way.
I think Scopo
I've
should
admitted-
rub my shoulders for
I've
the rest of the
admitted
show.
Yes.
All right, Lily, you guys
I
have to.
agree.
All
Let's
right.
take this
We'll
to a
take
new
it.
gay level.
Here's how a plea deal.
I want a shoulder rub.
But
to
a
end the
plea
show.
deal has to work like
We
this.
accept.
You guys got to agree.
No, we do not accept.
When if
We
you
do not
rule-
accept.
Your
I have to
Honor,
accept it, though. I
Your
have to.
Honor, if you rule in my favor, I would like a shoulder rub when everybody's giving their credits and their fucking their
Objection.
Yes.
Chris Scopo's ass cannot fit behind you. One of you is going to have to lose weight before we do this.
All right, that's a fair
the
point.
fucking
But
best
here's
thing
how
you
this
said,
works. Look, here's how this works. Okay, you can't negotiate with me over what the punishment is. Okay,
Yes.
Chris is looking at the
Yes.
maximum 25 to life.
Wow.
If you guys, there's harsh times here, but you guys can negotiate, and if
Yeah.
you agree upon a negotiation,
Okay.
then you can present it to the judge.
Okay.
And if I think it's hilarious,
Yes.
then I'll
Basically,
probably
what,
do it.
what Dave is saying is you forgot to assign a jury.
Yeah, kind of. We don't have a jury.
We don't have a jury.
got
You're
the
the
fans.
jury.
We've
You're
got
the
a
judge.
stenographer,
jury,
but no
and-
jury.
What
Like,
does
who's he
Chris Pruitt
recording
say?
for?
What do the fans say? Is he guilty or not
Yeah,
guilty?
we'll
He
have
admitted
them
to
vote
guilty.
right now.
We got to
What do
figure
you
it
have?
out.
We'll have them. We're on a minute delay.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
Don't even just have them vote
Stop
and just
him.
write it down on a piece of paper and then slide it to me.
Yeah. What we need is a punishment. We know that he's guilty.
Yeah, we need a
We've pled
punishment from
guilty.
the people watching live. We need a punishment.
You never know. A lot of people thought Zimmerman was going down.
Yeah, but he didn't plead guilty.
Well, was that an official plea at the end?
I think
Yeah,
it
I'm pretty
was.
guilty.
Didn't he just say something like
Yeah, he just-
a video? He's like, "What happened to me? You know what happened to the last motherfucker that fucked with me or something
Yeah, he
like
was
that."
tough talking somebody with his
On
fucked up-
Twitter, right?
Yeah. It was like
Could you imagine that? That to get away with something like that,
And then talk shit?
he's out of
and-
his mind. I
and
mean,
then-
He's not a smart guy.
Yeah.
Well, he's a guy.
Piece of shit.
Well, here's how smart he is, okay? He lives in Florida and couldn't become a cop. He failed 3 times out of trying to be a Florida cop. Do you know how dumb you have to be?
So he went down the neighborhood walk.
Florida
That-
neighborhood watch.
That's another thing I forgot to bring up in that NWA thing. Not to go back to it fully, but the police.
George Zimmerman's in that?
The police treatment of people in this movie, it was so fucking hideous. The way they treated people in Compton or in L.A.
T-U-N.
It was, and I can't believe it was this. I have to believe that it was a little exaggerated.
Maybe.
Because I know cops.
LAPD though was like notorious for being really fucked up and really corrupt at that time.
Was that the
too.
Rampart era and all that?
I don't know, but I know that there were like lots of them that they had a big like corruption thing, and a lot of them got fired, and they like redid.
But you also need a bad guy. You know, like that. They're gonna play them up as much. You need a
Buddy,
but
it
no.
was bad.
bad.
I mean,
But I think that's
they
how
would
it was.
fucking. I mean, they would humiliate people and humiliate their parents. Like they had this, the black guy, Ice Cube's coming out of a house and they slam him to the ground. He's like, "Yo, I'm just, going home. I live right there." And they're like, "Fuck you, shut the fuck. You got something," and it's like just so mean and inhumane. And then the father comes, "That's my son," and he's like, "Get back on the cop. I mean the curb. I'll ruin you right in the mother's face. I'll ruin your fucking night."
Yeah.
Like pointing in it's like what
Yeah,
the?
I know.
I think that's real, dude. I mean, there's still.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
cops are killing people today.
I think
like
it's
you don't think
100%
in
real.
the '80s they acted that way? Who
It's-
knows how much shit they were getting away with before body cameras?
Yeah, they
It's
did
weird because
beat the fuck out of Rodney King.
Yeah.
It's weird
What
because
was
when you
the-
watch like a
Wow.
Holocaust movie, you're like, oh, the Nazis are almost at this point like more of like a cartoon, and it's like, I'm just saying, like the cops, like
But they
those
also-
are people you
It's
see
like a
every
Quentin
day.
Tarantino movie.
Yeah,
But
like,
that's
that's what I'm
fun-
saying.
when people go like there are decent cops out there or there are good cops, it's like there are, but it's also like there were decent Nazis. It's a weird thing to
Yeah.
say, but
Yeah.
they were human beings too in a fucked up situation,
Hold on, we'll stay with this conversation. You're the bailiff. Hold on. To
Oh, this
that.
is just like the
Until-
commercial.
until we give it to
I'll
him. But
not-
no, I guess you're right. But I mean, look, I know cops. I know a lot of good cops. I know. I mean,
That's the point, though. They're not bad people. They're necessarily
They're
some
in
of
a
them are,
bad
but they're in a
system, right.
fucked system. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
If you're under orders of like you see someone smoking the wrong plant, you're supposed to by force take him and throw him in a cage. Like, I don't know how you be a good guy in that situation.
They're also in the
like-
worst position. Like they are damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like if you really think about it, like if someone is a
Well,
criminal
to
of
some
some
degree.
sort, you have to assume there's a gun. You know, I'm just saying they're.
Well, you're not
they're
like
in the
damned. You're not damned if you don't throw a 15-year-old girl in a bikini down on the floor.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like,
I'm saying these
you're
are
fine if you don't do
the
that.
ones you
So,
see
like-
every day are the most extreme versions of what you're seeing. Like
that has to be a buildup of rage.
Okay,
though,
fine.
Dealing with, I should
Yeah, but
absolutely
that's the
wrong
job.
on your
Let me just
side.
say- That's
let me
the
just
job
say,
you
but the
signed up
example
for.
you're
So let me
using-
just counter the argument that which I
Explain
get a
what-
lot.
Explain what it is. The girl that they.
Oh, there was this girl in a bikini who got
Yeah.
thrown down by this police
Right.
officer. I assume a
video.
lot of people have seen it. It went
pool
viral
party.
or whatever. But this is the thing I'm saying. This is only that counter to where people go like, well, you just see the horrible videos. And hey, there's 320 million people in the country. We see a new one every fucking day. Show me the one of them, anyone out there listening who has it, where a cop, for one of the thousands and thousands I've seen where a cop is blatantly violating someone else's rights, just blatantly assaulting someone, where another cop comes over and arrests that cop because he just witnessed
Well,
him assault
I'm ju-
someone. If you ever,
Right.
but I'm saying, can you ever once find that video?
That's not a fun thing to put on World Star Hip Hop. Like, check out this.
No,
cop
I'm not
arresting a
saying
cop.
is it
But
popular or
just
does it
never
have one
happens.
view.
No,
It has
no,
never
no,
view.
I'm just saying it's very. It is a very. It takes a very smart person to separate race and class and criminals versus good versus evil and all that stuff. And these aren't exactly the smartest people in the world that are going into this force.
I know
and
what
being
you're saying,
trained
but, you know,
at the right level.
Also,
so
the training-
that's a hard job to do.
A cop's never going to do it to another cop in public. They might reprimand him later.
Okay,
if
so
they
don't tell
do
me your
that.
job
They
is
don't,
protect and
dude.
serve. If you watch someone assault another person and you don't stop them from doing it, that's the I'm saying that's to me what the good Nazi was. Kind of like he's like, look, I'm not going to assault anyone, but if someone else takes you out, what am I going to do? That's the system. I can't go against it.
It's
Also,
It's
you're
a-
dealing
but the-
with unions too. Like
you're
that's
dealing,
another thing.
you're dealing with unions, you're dealing with your career, you're dealing with your family and your money and your mortgage and all that stuff. And there's a point where you go, I think where cops go, fuck it.
Well,
Where they get shit on so much.
Yeah,
and you
I
got
agree.
somebody going, dude, just fuck that. Don't worry about that. Any job you go into, by the way, you start out all fucking gun-ho. You start out like I'm gonna be the best carpet
Yeah.
salesman in the fucking world. And then you slowly find where you don't have to. I can come in at 10 past 10. I don't have to be at. He doesn't show up at 9,
Yeah.
9:30. He shows up around at 10:30. I can get here around 10 past 10. He doesn't really give a shit. I can leave a little early for my lunch break. If I go in the back, you find those little loopholes, and then you start to hate customers. Oh, this
Look,
fucking
I
lady.
completely agree with you.
Any
dude.
job.
But there's also the element with cops on top of that thing is there's the power thing, and then people get fucking drunk
they-
on power.
but,
And they look, dude, we've seen it as a comic, right? You see the way bookers of shitty clubs talk to open micers. They're drunk off the
Yeah.
tiniest bit of power.
I-
You give someone power over another person, it
Yeah.
tends to bring out the dick in them.
But
Look
also
at the way Bobby talks to fucking Scopo.
it's horrible. I'm almost going to give him this case.
What the fuck?
But also think about
What? Wait
think
a
about
minute.
also as a comic how many split-second decisions you make on stage.
Split-sider decisions.
Like split-sider decisions. So think about how many times you've made the wrong move.
I'm with you, but
And I'm just
I
saying
just
for a
don't
cop,
like-
his
your
is-
analogy makes me want to throw hot chili in your face. Think of how many times we make split decisions.
I'm just saying, think about it.
On I don't know, but, still,
But I'm saying they have to make a split decision and then it's over someone's life. You know?
No, I agree with you, but here's the thing. Can I just bring
Yeah.
something up that's even affects them even more? Fear. That's it. Fear. Fear. When anytime you see some angry guy or somebody throwing somebody on the ground or somebody it's fear. Your feelings were hurt. That girl kept assaulting him psychologically until he couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And his anger, and whether it's from stuff from those women for the last 10 years, drunk chicks, hot chicks, rejecting him, whatever the fuck that was, I don't think it was a bad cop. I think it was a bad person. It was psychological distress that he never dealt with. And then these people who are out, when they're out and there's a gang or a bunch of black guys and they get afraid, but they have a gun and they have a badge. And if I say do something and you're supposed to do it and you don't do it, the fear immediately sets in.
Yeah, look,
that
dude,
you don't
but
have
that's-
control.
Can I just say, by the way, I agree with you completely on that. Like, I'm coming off kind of anti-cop here, which I kind of am, but I'm not like just the typical liberal who it's like, that Mike Brown. If you charge at a guy with a gun, I don't really feel bad that you end up dead. Like, that's whatever. I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about them like going after just like non-violent people and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's
like,
just a fucked up
like the
system.
guy who choked when the cop choked the
and most of them don't want to
it's
do
like,
that.
dude, I can't breathe.
They don't want to do
if
that.
a guy says I can't breathe, and you have 5 other guys guy's with you.
And he wasn't violent to begin with, you know. It's like
I don't know. He's a big guy. I get it, but that's some fear shit. That's like I'm
Well, this is
afraid.
what I'm saying.
Hold on. There's also cops don't like to be disrespected. There's also feeling like they're better than you.
Oh,
And that-
absolutely.
And that
Can you
if
do me one favor? Take the bandana and cover your arm. with it. I'm gonna throw
no,
it.
now no one else can take the bandana back, no matter how bad your joke is.
I really just think that there's an element of like all in the training and in everything they do, they're told that they have like they feel like they're superior to somebody, and if someone's even like the Sandra Bland situation where someone's just rude to you, that doesn't give you the opportunity to just like arrest them.
It
for
shouldn't,
something.
but it sure does.
just
You
said-
know, like
because-
but you're right. I
but
agree with
you
you.
know what I mean?
completely.
In a society, and that's part of the job that they signed up for. It's fucked up, but that's the reason a cop is a pretty good paying job. Good benefits, pretty high, pretty high. Yeah. But it's a pretty high salary for the level of education you have to have, right? You go through their academy and you get a
2
pretty
years of college.
Not necessarily. No,
This
no,
is
no.
more gray to it.
In New York, you do.
Well,
It's
but-
pretty low money for risking your life, though,
Yeah.
wouldn't
But
you
that's-
say?
Yeah, but there's far riskier jobs. I mean, if you just look at the numbers,
what?
cops. Yeah, there are. Like, if you look at the numbers of where you're most likely to have like workplace deaths, workplace injuries, cops isn't up like the top.
Okay, but statistically, but because of cops and because of law, and they don't get a shot as much as they used to.
Sure.
All right, so because of them,
I'm not saying it's like a
safer.
safe job. Yeah.
It's not, because what you're doing is what you are doing. You're going into dangerous situations every single day, all day long, to protect other human beings. That's your job. I don't know name another fucking dangerous job. So if something bad happens where people are breaking the law, you have to go to it immediately and confront those people.
Well,
and,
I mean, I'm
and
not going
subdue
to. I
them.
understand, but I just saying what you're saying is kind of more to me like the version of how they say it, whereas the version in reality is more like they show up a half hour later and write a report, and I think it's about a 2.5% chance they get the guy. But I'm just
I
saying.
don't
I'm
know.
not saying.
I think it depends where you are too.
I don't know
Like
about that.
if you're a cop in Greenwich Village, you're not at risk of getting shot. My
Sure.
buddy's
A lot of them have to go into dangerous fucking
My
neighborhoods. I'm
buddy's
not
in
saying that.
East New York. Where I talked to him yesterday. He goes, "Yeah, there's shootings every day now.
Yeah.
Every day someone's
Oh yeah,
getting shot."
dude, it's getting
Oh,
crazy.
I'm not saying that's not out there,
East
sure.
New York back in the '70s was
He goes-
ridiculous,
he goes, it's-
and now it's getting bad again.
I
He
think
says
they are in battle.
And you know
I'm
why?
not saying they're not.
He goes, "It's
You know why?
Fucking De Blasio.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking De Blasio.
Yeah. He goes, "It's bad now. Every day there's a
Yeah,
shooting."
Giuliani was
Every
in
day.
Washington Square Park when I first moved here. Was a fucking nightmare to walk through at night. I mean, it was crazy, scary, and before I got here, it was even scarier. The mayor came in,
No
right?
question. Yeah.
Dropped a fucking police station trailer, a 24-hour police station, right at the park. That was patrolled all night long. Gone. People are in there People are in there all night long. Couples, families.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it got a lot
It's
better.
all gone.
Look, I was here through that whole thing. Giuliani transformed the city.
And
But
then
I'm just saying a
Bloomberg
lot of
kept
that,
it up too.
A lot of that also is that like the crack epidemic kind of fizzled out. That's why there was so much violence in New York when I was a kid.
Why did the crack epidemic? Why did it fizzle out? Because they got rid of the fucking problem.
There's definitely a lot of that.
What about the
They-
Roe v. Wade theory?
There's
Serious.
no,
It's
there's
a real
really serious
theory,
theory.
and a lot
That,
of-
a lot of
What?
that- basically, that
A
abortion
lot of people
got,
started getting aborted that would have been criminals.
Well, they're saying so. Basically, abortion was legal in whatever, like 70 or like something like that, like the early 70s. So they're saying like all those unwanted babies that would have been shitty. This is a freakonomics argument. I don't know if it's true or not.
But actually, I think there was another study that said a lot of the women who did get abortions were actually
yeah,
married women.
I saw
who-
that, and I
yeah.
actually that kind of convinced me it's a bullshit argument.
is-
But that
I
is
think
an
it is a
argument
bullshit
that's out there.
argument.
Yeah.
Because it's
that
not
like
the
those
people
kids
who
would have
have
come of age and been committing crime now, but because we have, I think that's like a liberal.
Well,
kind
the
of crap
people
argument.
who have kids who are like criminals or whatever aren't making rational child decisions. You know what I mean? Like,
Look, dude, I know for a fact where I lived in Brooklyn, they shut down. What you're talking about, Bobby? They shut down coke houses like all over the place. So I know that definitely did a lot
yeah,
to shut it down.
no, that's what they.
But we're all talking about like strategy and having a plan, and like they drop the the police center in the middle of times.
What
in
the
middle of
fuck? Now you're a great lawyer.
Well, I'm just-
I mean, you sat
that's-
with
but
the
I-
hand
no,
and
I'm just
everything.
saying this
You're
is-
my lawyer. You sit there and stare like a bird at
I
me.
was just wondering. I was on your side the whole time. But I'm just saying, when all this is strategy, like when people are like, "I'm against cop beatings," yeah, we're all against cop beatings. Like, what are we gonna do? Everyone can scream how much they care about this, but they don't do anything.
Technology will
yeah.
fucking straighten it out. When you have a
They
camera,
say that, but these cops are killing
there's-
people on
yeah.
camera and
okay?
getting away with it.
Yeah, but look, it's not going to happen overnight. What's going to happen? If you have cameras on every single cop, and we have the footage, and we can we can change the system that way, because we're not going to put up with every day on TV some cop just fucking murdering somebody.
We're getting pretty close to seeing how much we're going to put up with.
I think
we're
so.
getting close to seeing how much. Look, dude, I've never seen so many videos over the last few years. There are now sites that do nothing but put them out every single day.
Really?
We have the highest imprisonment rate in the world.
Have you ever seen?
I mean, I don't know
can
how
I say?
how far do we have to go.
right.
Did you ever see the guy? You ever see the videos where they're taunting the cops with cameras?
Yeah.
Come on, bitch.
They're dicks.
What you gonna? No. Listen.
But they should be allowed to do it.
You shouldn't be allowed to. No, you shouldn't.
Anything short of a crime, if there's not a law, I don't care how much you piss off the cop. You should be
So
enforcing the law.
you think you should be able to walk up to the cop, bitch, motherfucker, bitch?
If
what
there's
are you
a law against it, maybe not. I don't think the cop should be able to, at the time. Look, it's a dick move.
Okay, one second.
But if it's
Wait a
legal,
minute.
it's a free country.
So you
I agree with you,
think that criminals or somebody or a suspect or anybody should walk up to cop? What's up, bitch, pussy, bitch? Put a camera.
I don't think you should be
Hang
able to
on.
do that to
Let me
anyone.
finish.
All right.
Put a camera in his fucking face and bitch, pussy. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Well, this bitch can't do shit, bitch. And because
you should be able to do that to anyone. That's harassment.
you shouldn't.
Yes, of course.
So,
no.
but the cop can't arrest him.
if there's not a law, I might say there should
The
be a law
cop
against that.
Can't arrest him, because if he arrests him, all of a sudden, oh, that's it. That's you. They're trying to get them.
I agree with you. There are people like that who
There's a
look
lot
for
of
it.
videos out there that are looking to catch cops. They're pushing their buttons and then videotaping it, and then when the cop finally has to take action, oh, look at you, motherfucker! Look,
I don't know about that, man. I think it's so dangerous for especially black people to just when an interaction with a cop where they're not guilty of anything. I don't think the numbers of people goading cops are that high. I think it's just. I think
I'm not saying.
No, they
I don't think anybody else here have statistics one way or the other. I know that I understand that cops are what they're doing is what we've seen them do is terrible, dude. I get it. I understand. I'm for that too. I don't think cops should just run rough shot and do whatever the fuck they want because you have a badge. That's
Right.
scary shit,
Yeah.
man. That's like 1970s shit.
I do think like what you're saying though. I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a lot in
No,
this,
please
but
talk.
look, like what you're saying. Like,
But I
no,
gave
I
you
don't
a
think you should be
microphone.
able to go up to anyone and be like, "Bitch, fuck, what?" But no, like. I do think if it's a free country and we have freedom of speech, then like when you get pulled over, if you have a fucking attitude, I think you have a right to have an attitude. This isn't your ruler.
But
They're supposed to work for us.
The discussion we're having, I think, is that in the bell curve of these things happening, there's two tails. There's the tale of cops killing people, and then there's the tale of the guy going, what, in his face. It's all in the middle somewhere. You got to look on the cop side, too.
There are extremes,
You know,
too, but there's a lot more in the middle.
But I'm
I
saying
agree.
it's all in the middle. So to say whose fault it is,
Yeah.
and what you see on the internet is a lot of people going, well, the cops are evil, which is not true, and the people in that section of town are evil. It's somewhere in the middle.
Wait a second,
and it's
though.
like what now you have to have new strategies
Because those two bell curves you talked about are so dramatically different. One is a cop killing someone, and the other one is someone being a dick. Do you know what I mean? Like
that is a
that's
fair point.
Well, I mean,
no, like the other side is
middle-
cops get killed
the
too.
cops getting killed.
know.
Yeah, so that's I mean I'm
yeah,
just
cops
saying.
are being
Execution
murdered.
style the other day.
So I mean,
Yeah.
but it's
Cops
more
are being murdered.
everyone wants to take a side when really the side is okay. Let's fix these. Where we put the police center and
No, you're right. It's about the
especially
system.
The
It's not,
system and make
it's-
it and make it so there are outs for cops and outs for people
I
that
think
are
the
getting
biggest
arrested.
issue is just if there was like a fair, clear way that cops would be prosecuted for wrongdoing. I think that's the biggest issue that a lot of people have is that whenever an issue with the cop pops up, it's always taken care of in this weird mafia way.
Yes, and if
where
there's
a
any one group of people
prosecutor-
where like you can assault people and not face repercussions, they're gonna get out of control. So it's just
Right.
like, yeah, they're just. All I'm saying is like, yeah, when people. That's what I started with saying. Another cop should come arrest that cop. In the
Right.
same way that if a person assaulted some other person, the cop arrests that cop. I don't know.
that person, yeah.
Yeah, look, man. I'm friends with a lot of cops. I like cops. Cop pulls me over. I put my hands on 10 to 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't do anything until he says. I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I'm just like, well, yes, officer, no, officer. Maybe that's a pussy way to be.
No, I look at that like if someone pulls a gun on you, mugging you. It's like, that, what are you going to, like, fight him? Like, just
Yeah.
understand what this situation is, and this is your best way to get from point A to point
Yeah.
B. Is like,
You're doing your job. You don't know who the fuck I am. And usually, a lot of times they'll be like, all right, cool. I mean, I'm not the most white-looking dude either. I'm pretty ethnic if you pull me over.
there's no question you're right about that. Lots of times I'm just cool with cops. They're cool. If I had been a dick,
Well-
maybe this escalates to a situation.
I agree,
I
and
would-
that's the thing that it's not popular in my group of friends or on the left, but and there's police brutality and abuse, but almost all the videos that have gone viral, the one thing they have in common is that they were breaking the law and resisting arrest. Now, I'm not saying that means you should be fucking choked to death or murdered or killed or whatever, but they were talking to the police because
that's
they broke
right.
some sort of law, and then they resisted.
You're 100%
being
right.
arrested.
That's why it's all about the system, because it's like, look, those cops too, they don't necessarily want to fucking do this with Eric Garner. They don't give a fuck. He wasn't violent. But once the orders come in, like, you got to bring him in.
They have to.
Then they
Right.
go, you're under arrest. And then as soon as he goes, no, I'm not coming in today. Now that it's
I
at
can't
this
just
point,
go. Good point.
They
You're right.
have to take
That
it
is a
out.
stupid crime.
So
I
the
agree.
so the only solution is to just say, like, oh, let's
There-
not throw people in cages for nonviolent crimes.
but
There
here-
are,
but
the only.
there
but
are
it-
a lot of shit like that because my buddy said he got called. The 15-year-old was like, stole like a candy bar or something like that, and he was going. He's like, I don't want to fucking arrest this kid, but the guy was like, no, I want to prostitute this kid. I want to fucking get
He
him.
can
in it."
prostitute him?
I
Prostitute
want
this
to
kid.
suck me off.
That is wrong.
He wishes he could do that to Rich Voss.
It's it sucks. He's like, I had to take this kid in now, and now he has a record.
Yeah.
Now he has a record now. At
No, it
15 years
does.
old.
But it is.
But
Like,
I mean,
when
let's
you
straight-
when you're a cop and you say you need to put your hands behind, I don't for what? You need to put your hands
Obviously
behind
can't do that,
for
yeah.
what? I mean, there has to be a law, and there's when somebody does something wrong, or when a cop says. But here's the problem: is cops were just going to anybody, going just because you're black. I want put your hands behind and putting handcuffs on them and taking them in or whatever they're doing. There's a point where you go, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
I get that too.
So it's like
No, you're 100% right. There's both those things.
Yeah.
And you have to look, you have to understand, right? There has to be some level of force in society when someone's committing a crime. Otherwise, we'll just have like chaos. Everyone will rape and steal. Like, there has to be some point where you go like, no. If you start murdering someone, we're going to come with like fucking guns
Yeah.
and tasers and take you away. It's just a question of like, where do you draw that line? When are you ready to set the government force on someone? And I wouldn't say for selling Lucy's. I would, I would say
That's
like,
why I wish they had a
hurting
stun,
another person.
like a Star
Absolutely.
Trek, and they had a stun option on the gun. They could just be like, put your hands behind. No, I ain't putting nothing. And funk, and just he wakes up like 5 hours later,
Well,
that
they
would be
have
great.
It's called a
tasers.
stun gun.
just
They have
propped
tasers,
up, just propped up in front of the store he was at. Like they found out he did nothing. He's cool.
Isn't that what a
froze.
taser is?
well,
no,
yeah,
a
it's not as
taser you
cool.
don't get. Dude, a
You shit
stun
your
gun you
pants.
just wake up in an hour. I'm talking about I'm talking Star Trek shit.
But yeah,
where
but-
like
a
I'm
monk.
not doing it, and then you just wake up like somebody knocked you the fuck out. But what the fuck? Well, anyways, speaking of verdicts and cops and all the shit, we have the verdict. No,
Oh,
don't.
excuse me, let me
Hang on one
write down.
second.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you have no build in you, do you?
Yeah, come on, hold on. Let me give you a little judge.
Fucking Boston comic.
We
Look at
live
that.
in contentious times.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, give a speech.
In my 30 years on the bench, I've never seen such a heinous case.
You'll get in the game someday.
Oh, you son of a bitch. What are we doing? Closing statements, or are we just going right to the
think it's-
verdict?
Yeah,
Or
we
did you
could-
guys make a deal?
We could do a closing
Is there a
statement.
plea bargain that you guys
You have
want to
anything to
present?
say for your client, Joe?
My client is a sweet, sweet boy who means the best, and he volunteered to help because he cares about you, and he wants to do right by you. He wants you to be happy, and he was just trying to help. And he has several learning disabilities,
Yeah, can we take that into consideration?
several
trying to.
learning disabilities, and
Plead retard.
overrated hair. But he really was trying to help, and he loves the prosecutor, and we ask that the jury goes light on this sweet,
Well, the
sweet
judge-
dumb boy.
The jury just is a yes or no. It's whether I go light.
Judge, I
It's
meant to
just-
say.
all right,
Sorry.
thank
Keep in mind that he's a sweet guy with a fat ass.
Stavros, my lawyer. do you
How
have some-
sweet and stupid Scopo is not going to bring back Bobby's grass. Do you understand? It doesn't matter.
pretty
The
good
deed
opening
has been
fucking
done. Fuck Scopo. Throw the book at him.
There we go.
Wow, that was
No
short
further
and sweet.
questions.
Those were
I mean, you came out pretty hard, but
Yeah, well,
those were both very good closing statements. This was a good trial. Thought we had some good laughs. Drug a little bit at certain points.
Really, that was my fault.
Joe changed his client's plea to guilty at the end and just threw himself on the mercy of the court with an emotional plea. All right, so let me say it.
Is he supposed to read?
In
it
the
for you?
case of the people versus don't I ask? Doesn't the judge read it?
I think.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he
Yeah,
read
I
it.
think the judge asked the
jury
bailiff.
reads it.
Judge,
right?
the judge asked the bailiff to.
Oh
read
no,
it.
I go. Oh no, but I think I asked the head of the jury.
Head of
You
the
go,
jury.
Have you come to a decision?
This whole court thing was as far away to me.
All right, just fucking read it, dude.
Yeah, sorry, rich white kid from Newton.
It goes. It's Needham. Okay.
That-
Just
that's
name
a-
the Jewish section. It's so in the votes of not guilty, There was one vote for not guilty.
Wait, I think that makes him not guilty. By the way, I think that's all you
Yeah,
need.
it's a hung jury.
10 for
Oh,
guilty.
this is bullshit.
10.
10
That's a hung
guilty
jury.
It's a hung jury.
Dude,
Case
that's a hung-
dismissed. We're going to change of venue.
Now, no, it goes. Major strikes tonight. It goes to the judge.
The
Say something.
right.
Say something.
Bullshit. No further
Order in the
Say
court.
something.
Order in the court.
It goes to the judge.
No,
The
it
whole
doesn't.
point is that you don't get a fucking verdict until the jury's unanimous.
So they have to send him back in.
So I have to send the jury back into
Send
the
the
chambers.
jury back in.
Jury, go
The
back
guy
to
who
your
voted
chambers.
not guilty left, so it's just.
Up,
and he's
dead.
guilty.
Nope,
All right, listen. I'm gonna go a little outside
There's
the
a
law
sentence
here.
on
as a
there.
jury- there's a
He went to
sentence.
go be on Golden Pond.
All right.
that?
The sentence is that
It was very good.
is I can't read the first one, but it says
Read.
read Deepu's plugs. That's
Read
your,
Deepu's plugs. That's what the chat wanted from the as a sentence.
I rejected the chat's
Oh,
request.
I
That's
fucking
just not
accept
that
that.
good.
Yeah.
That's not
Wait,
funny.
is that,
First of
I
all-
that deal.
First of
All
all,
right, I'm-
no, I want to see where it said
Shoulder
that.
rub.
I'm gonna say
definitely pull it up.
because I there was a hung jury, but because you already entered a plea of guilty, we wouldn't even really go to the jury. Look, we've broken the court thing a lot. The most hilarious offer that was thrown out was Bobby. You have to give him a massage while we
Yes.
roll out the show. I rule. You owe him a massage, and then you're even for the plans.
Thank you. I will take that massage.
I'll take it.
And I will take that massage now,
We
Your
accept.
Honor.
We accept.
I don't think that.
I gotta pee. Can I pee, Bob?
Yeah, go pee, you fucking.
This has been my ruling. Unless you want to appeal, which I don't know. Looking at your legal team,
Can I appeal?
I want my massage now, Your Honor.
I mean, technically, I guess he's trying to appeal.
All right,
my ruling.
we're gonna end the show right now. We're gonna go around the room. You guys, this is a great show. Thank you so much for coming
Thanks
on.
for having
Thanks
us.
for having us, dude.
We're gonna go around the room. We're gonna start with you, Stavros. And while I need my shoulder rub, just this side, by the way.
Come
Stand
on,
up.
man. You
Let's
had a
go.
shot.
Let's
Wait,
go.
hold on. Was
It's
it
a little naughty
during
on the
all
right.
plugs or just Bobby's
The
plugs?
whole
No,
flows out.
all plugs.
All
It's like
plugs.
fucking 10-minute massage.
That's
God damn it.
goddamn right. And
Bobby's going home loose.
and my camera is gonna be right on you. Get over the side, right here. Come on, get that shoulder, baby
You can
doll.
tilt the camera up a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you need, Deepu. How's that,
All right, so
Deep?
Stavros, what do you got?
All right. So
Hang on, wait. Now, don't touch this. Move your. Don't let your ass hit anything. All right, here we go. Just grab my shoulders, right there, right on my shoulders. Right, no, my neck, shoulder. Oh, right there. Go ahead. Yep, right. That's great. Go ahead.
All right.
Hey,
I like how they're
Stav-
pretending this is the first time Scopo's massaging Bobby.
So this.
If people like you more, that would have been funnier. I'm kidding.
It's an uphill battle.
I'm kidding.
It's like being a good-looking comic.
So
Well, that was pretty good.
There he goes. Man, if Soder said that, that would have killed.
Yeah. Deepu's killing today. He had a couple good ones. Okay, do it lighter yet.
Scopo,
fucking-
massage while I kill.
holy shit.
He really is killing.
Doing
Go
great.
ahead.
All right. So
Andy's fun. Andy's producing the show while he's doing it. Go ahead.
so this week.
This looks like the
I
most
guess-
fucked up Mad Max scene. You look like you're in the sidecar. You're riding in the side of a bicycle, and you're a shoulder rubber. It's like this is like worse than the guy playing the guitar on the top. You know?
Go
All
ahead.
right.
What do
Plugs.
you
All
got?
right. So this. I guess this comes out next week, right?
Yes, sir.
So this Tuesday, the 8th, I'm headlining the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. So come out, UMBC in Catonsville, Maryland.
That's a hell of a gig.
I know, it's pretty good. And then that weekend, I'm in Cleveland Hilarities. I'm headlining Wednesday, and then I'm there the rest
That
of
means
the...
the middle.
Yeah, the rest of the weekend, I'm with Tom Papa, so come out to that.
Wow, Papa.
Hey,
Ooh.
you're gonna have to make a choice someday.
Oh, come on.
Not
don't do
now, but you're gonna have to make a
that. Don't
choice.
chess me all over again.
Papa, don't preach.
And then the next
I'm in
weekend...
trouble.
The next weekend...
How many fucking dates do you have?
The 18th and the 19th, fuck off, Scopo. Just because I get work, you piece of shit.
Piece
Whoa!
of shit.
There's anger behind that.
The 18th and the 19th, I'm at Gotham. I'll be with Tom Papa there too. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to make a.
Papa making it.
I
good.
actually have a show for you coming up
yeah.
on one of those dates.
No.
How about
It pays a lot of money. What are you doing Saturday night?
Nothing. Let's do
You're
it.
coming with me.
I got an
Beautiful.
idea. A show. The Stavros ref. And we figured out who Tom... You guys see the marriage ref? Tom Papa, the marriage ref?
I kind of got that.
Yeah, it was a stretch, but
That's what happens on.
if we're going to rank the best lines of the day, I feel like I still have
You're
6
killing
of the
yeah,
top
you did
10.
great.
All right.
And the other ones were Dave's.
Keep going, Scopo. Don't fucking. It doesn't matter. Do it less harder and keep your
So, yeah,
pace.
that's, oh yeah, and also,
Oh, also-
follow me on Twitter at Stav Comedy.
All right, Stavros.
Nice.
All right, that's enough out of you, Stavros.
Oh, and I have an erotic Instagram.
Do you
Stavy
really?
Baby. Yes.
Do you really?
At Stavy Baby. Please follow me. It's erotic.
Are you kidding me?
A lot of
Not kidding
ripples.
at all.
Dude, will you say something to me?
Say something?
Yeah, on the
Sure.
thing. Hang on.
I'll make a special vid
Hang on,
just
real
for
quick.
you.
Here,
This is
quick.
it.
Hang on, real quick.
Who are you calling?
Tom Papa?
Hang on 1 second. Keep running. The other shoulder. Get the other shoulder a little bit. Oh, get the
Hello.
back of my neck with your fat thumbs, like your ass. Fat thumb ass. Come on, Bubba. Keep going. Get
Thank you for calling Apostle.
Oh, fuck. All right. They're not here. Go ahead. Joe, what do you got, Joe?
Hey, I got a big surprise face by the amount of work Stavros has. I mean, that is impressive. Gee whiz. That's insane. All right. Well, boo, boo. Hey, Rooster T. Feathers, September 17th through the 20th in Sunnyvale, California. You've been laughing at my fucking plugs for
Dude.
3 years.
I'm not,
3 fucking years.
fuck you. It's
Every
not,
week.
It's not the plugs. It's Rooster T makes me laugh.
3 years, I fucking say my credits, and you laugh. You laugh when I middled. You laugh when I headline. You're a big fucking jerk. Rooster T. Feathers. By the way, and I guarantee I'll see your fucking poster when I'm there. October 6th through the 10th, I'll be in Winnipeg at whatever, I don't know, just Google Comedy Club Winnipeg. I don't know the name of the
I
place.
just won't be there from Wednesday to Monday.
I'll be there, Winnipeg, October 6th through the 11th. Chris Brinklow, let's see you there. Comedy Works in Albany, October 15th
Great
through the
club.
17th. Comedy Works, thank you, Bob.
Great club. I hooked that up.
And then
I told him
I've
about
been
you.
working there for 12 years.
I told him about you 12 years ago. I
Big
saw you
one.
as a baby. I was like, this kid's going to be funny. Use him.
And then this is a big one. Laugh Boston, October 29th
Ah, what
through
a
the
great club.
31st.
Good
I'll
for
be
you.
there. And then
Who's headlining? Tom
you're
Papa?
so hurtful. You're so hurtful.
You better listen to me,
You know
Bob.
I'm struggling with my career. I'm
Bobby.
in the finals of Last Comic Standing and Letterman, and these are the only 3 gigs I have, and you just fucking poo-poo.
All right, just fuck
No,
you.
we're not speeding it up,
Oh, hey,
Scopo.
don't get
Sorry,
ang-
we're working.
Carpal tunnel syndrome.
Don't angry and massage me. Be gentle, you fuck.
You know when you'll speed up? When it's time for your plugs. It'll be real quick. That'll take 2 seconds.
He's got 7 in the top 10 now.
At Joe List Comedy on Twitter.
All right, what do you got there, Dave?
Oof. Well, for anyone listening live, tomorrow I'll be on Red Eye on Fox News.
Nice.
If you want to check that out. For any of you listening to the audio, you missed it. The revolution has begun. I'll at Comics at Foxwoods, September 16th through 19th.
Are they at Foxwoods or are they at Mohegan Sun?
They haven't moved yet, I don't think.
I thought they were going to be there already. I think they were going to be, but they pushed it back. So I
Right.
believe it's Foxwoods. It's at Foxwoods. So
Right.
September 16th through 19th. Maybe check the website first.
Okay.
But follow me on Twitter at Comic Dave Smith. Check out my other podcasts, Legion of Skanks and Part of the Problem, all on iTunes.
Great. What do you got, Jared?
I'm on.
Besides fucking great hair.
Oh, and AnthonyCumio.com. Check that out if you want.
I am on
Yeah.
Twitter, JTrain56. I have a podcast called the TFM Podcast, Total Frat Move Podcast.
Fun pod.
You can check that out, iTunes, SoundCloud. Love to. We take emails from frat guys and sorority girls and give it advice.
That's great.
it.
Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Did you have fun?
Preach.
All right. What was that? I don't know what that means. What did he say? Preach?
Appreciate it.
Oh,
Sigma Chi bullshit right there.
oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I gotta-
I like these guests are getting very resentful to each other, particularly your 2 cronies, whatever they're called.
They're fucking partners.
there we go.
Not really. But listen. All right. What do I got? Scopo? Massage me and read my dates.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll read
Oh,
the
jeez, that's amazing.
I'll read the dates. I'll read the dates.
That was the tickle the balls.
All right. September 5 is, which is this. Come on, you fuck. Be gentle. What I say. Be gentle. Gentler. Softer.
Like you should have been with the
Soft.
grass.
Thank you, Deepu. All right. This Saturday, September 5th, Comedy Shop in Popton Plains, New Jersey. I love those guys at the Comedy Shop. They really put some really great rooms together in Jersey. September 12th, I'll be at the Building 24 Wyoming, Missing, PA. I don't know. What does that say?
What would your reaction be if I named that as
What
one of
is
my
it?
plugs?
What is
Imagine.
it? What is it?
Why?
Missing, PA. That's September 12th. So, and September 24th, I'm going to be September 24th till the. Stop doing the fucking arm while I'm trying to read, you fuck. The 28th. The 24th to the 28th, I will be in Toronto at the Just for Laughs JFL 42. I'm very happy to be there. So please, if you want to see my shows, go
Just follow the Ari Shafir poster.
no, follow the. No, seriously, go to Just for Laughs, and it's on my website, robertkellylive.com. Go there, buy a ticket. You buy one pass, you get to see all the shows. It's a great deal. Okay, so you spend whatever it is, $100, $150, $5,000, whatever that pass is. You get to see every
Put
stand-up,
side in
and the
your
list that they
wine.
have is fucking amazing. Everybody's going to be up there. It's in Toronto. Make sure you go buy it. Go to my website, buy it on my page so they know you're going to see me, and come see my show. That's happening. Go to robertkellylive.com, and my Robert Kelly Live at the Village Underground is heading to Netflix this month. If you guys are fans of the show, make sure you tweet it, retweet it when it comes out. Let everybody know. I really want to get a big push behind this. And you can also go to my website and buy it if you haven't bought it yet. Robert Kelly Live at the Village Underground for $5. Also, what else do we got, Scopo? Oh, Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. Thursday nights. Show's doing great. You guys are loving it. You're loving watching it. Slow down. Nice and easy. Stop with your fun. All right, get the back of my neck. Switch it to the other shoulder. Other shoulder. Other shoulder. Right there. Right there. Yeah. All right, listen. Deepu, what do you got, buddy?
Just September 8th, we got Roast Battle, me and Grass Killer over here.
I'm a judge for that, by the way.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I can't wait for that. Listen, The Stand, September 8th.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Be there.
Deepu.
No, the poster said 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but it starts at 11.
All right,
Okay,
well, just
so
get there at
It's a
10.
King Solomon moment.
It is
Cut the
gonna
baby
be.
in
I
half.
can't wait. I can't wait for this. It's gonna be a fuck. Ari's gonna be there too, right?
Yeah, and Normand is also judging.
It's gonna be great. I
Three
can't.
judges?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna
I'm
be
judging
awesome.
tonight, but
Don't go to that one, but go to the one. Give the date again, brother.
September 8th, 10 p.m. at the Stand.
All right, make sure you check it out. Scopo, what do you got?
Listening live this weekend, Labor Day weekend. If you're not at the beach, come to Point Play. I'm at Uncle Vinny's this weekend. Come check it out. A lot of fun.
All right, man. And you guys are the best fans in the fucking world. That feels so good. You guys, thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching and listening to another YK. Another Stop it, you fucking gorilla. Another YKWD. We'll see you guys next week. You know what, dude?
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs. Shitty jobs. Shitty jobs. Check out riotcast.com for all of the best podcasts on the internet. And they are all free.